And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Dunham's Sports Network. I'm David Day here in the webcast booth with my broadcast partners Aaron Brooks and Andrew Alexander as we get ready for the Dunham Tigers to host the Redemptorist Wolfpack this afternoon in District 6-2A action. On the mound this afternoon for the Dunham Tigers, Ben Marmond will serve the baseball up at the home plate for the Tigers, and the Tigers are going to give their best shot at continuing their winning streak here in district action, and the Wolfpack will do the same. Both of them 4-0 in district, and looks like the Redemptorist team is 17-7 overall. Dunham Tigers 13-12 overall. So we welcome you to Dunham High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as the Dunham Tigers host the Redemptorist Wolves. Well, Aaron, we've got quite a matchup today. District play is fully underway, and there's a lot of challenges out there this season so far.
Yes, there are, but everything can go our way if we perform. What we have to do is to play well in all four facets of the game. We got a timely hit, we got to throw strikes, we got to make defensive plays, and by all means, we need to run the bases perfect today. Can't afford any base running outs. That's been a dilemma last few games is base running outs. We've got to take advantage of all of our opportunities.
Well, the Dunham baseball team has been successful at making outs on defense on the base path, but they've also been, unfortunately, thrown out on the base path quite often, too. And when Dunham pitching is on, it's really on. Ben Marmond's got his work cut out for him today. We got some good athletes that they're playing against, but when Marmond is on, he's on. He has a really good fastball and a curveball that's pretty sneaky. So he's got some real tools.
Number 7, shortstop, Russell Gage.
So Russell Gage will step in and be the leadoff batter for the Redemptorist Wolves this afternoon. Russell Gage, quite a baseball player, and he's also a football player. Been recruited by LSU and is signed as a defensive back with LSU. So he'll take for one ball. Beautiful afternoon, 61 degrees, winds about 10 miles an hour, maybe 12 miles an hour, with gusts up to 15 or 20 from time to time. Not a cloud in the sky. Sun is low, so the shadow will make a difference today. As Gage looks at ball 2.
Both of those were up. They were over the plate, but they were just up. Ben's got to get the ball down a little bit, make him earn it.
Be throwing downhill. Ben's got a, 84, 85 mile an hour fastball. He can hit his spots. Foul ball back out of play.
He was throwing that one downhill. That was a good pitch.
That's a good pitch.
Gage is known for his speed. I think he said the paper this morning said he had 26 stolen bases.
26 stolen bases so far. Wow. Well, I guess that says a lot as to why he might be recruited as a defensive back for the LSU Tigers. That one's way inside. 3-1 on Gage. Dunham Tigers against Redemptorist Wolves. Both undefeated in district play. 4-0. So Marmond walks the first batter, Russell Gage.
The batter, number 2, center fielder, Connor Callahan. That was not the start we wanted.
It's always tough when you put the leadoff batter on base.
I expect here we're going to have a pickoff war here. Look at that lead.
That is a gigantic lead at first. Back.
He was coming back on first move. He's way out there just teasing the throw, seeing because if it gets by him, he's got a triple.
He's going to try to see what Marmond's move is like and kind of measure him and, pardon the pun, but he's going to gauge him a little bit. Another move to first.
At least I'm forcing him to get dirty.
You can see that flag whipping in the background. Gusts 15, 18 miles an hour. Got 10 mile an hour consistent winds, mostly blowing left to right as we look at that. Might be close.
Ooh.
And Chase Day at first base thought he might have had him, but the umpire says nothing doing. Still no pitch to Callahan. Gage, gigantic lead.
We kind of tagged him in the ribs, so that's the reason we probably didn't get the call.
Here's the pitch. Fly ball, right field, foul, out of play.
Behind the student section.
Truck alley over there, the student section.
That ball's going down Roy Emerson Boulevard.
Pickup trucks back up to the fence line, and kids put their lawn chairs in the truck and cheer on the Dunham Tigers.
I remember last year One of the Domain brothers got him.
Moved to first.
Oh.
And umpire says no.
The Domain brothers drove a tractor up there, and they put lawn chairs in the bed of the shovel lift.
And that was a sight to behold, I'm sure.
Yes, it was. I think it made the yearbook.
And another high fly foul ball out of play.
Callahan's just trying to hit it through the second baseman because Reed May's having to cover second in the event of the steal.
Defensively for the Tigers right now, Miles Mayhew at third, Alec Dewey at shortstop, Reed May second base, Chase Day first base, and Ben Marmon on the mound. Moved to first again.
This is a curveball situation, so I wouldn't be surprised if Gage isn't gone.
0-2 is the count, so it would be a good one to move on. Left field, Josh Ellis. Center field, John Austin Vallin. Right field, Andrew Wilkinson for the Dunham Tigers. 0-2 pitch, runner going. Foster DeGeneres, the catcher. Throw down is not in time. So stolen base number 27 for Russell Gage on the season. So with a runner in scoring position,
he's just going to try to put this one on the ground on the opposite side of the infield and get him to third.
Nobody out. Callahan, swing hard, shot, almost gloved by third base. Soft liner, actually. Gage is going to round third, but stay there. Miles Mayhew got a touch on it, but couldn't glove the ball.
Was that a fly ball or was that one bounce?
That was a line drive, I believe, a soft liner. Looked like a soft line drive to me. I said it was
double play.
It could have been. And so just like that, nobody out and runner on third.
Now batting, number 11, the catcher, Jacob Stagg.
Oh, that would have been the play to get this game started.
Runners on the corners now, nobody out. Jacob Stagg now the hitter. Ball low.
That's where a pitcher needs to have a strikeout pitch. I don't think they're going to bunt their three-hole hitter in the first inning, but
I wouldn't think so.
I've seen stranger things.
Hard shot, base hit in the gap between short and third. It's going to score a run. Gage comes home. Callahan moves to second base. So base hit for Jacob Stagg. Tigers down 1-0.
Your batter, number 15, left fielder Lee Whitaker.
Still nobody down.
This boy's got the ability to put it off the wall. We need to pitch carefully here.
Okay. Courtesy runner at first base now, Joseph Kimbrough will take over. There's a curveball outside corner for a strike. That's a good pitch.
That was a helpful zone.
Yeah, that's a pitcher's zone right there. No ball, one strike now. Ben Marmon working. Nobody out. Runner at first and second. Lee Whitaker, the hitter for the Wolves. There's a swing, a hit to second base. Reed May picks it up. Throws to first for the out.
Okay, now here's where we can get a strikeout. It's quite helpful.
Your batter, number 16, first baseman Caleb Nunez.
Got men on second and third. We need to try to hold it at 1. A bingo here makes it 3-0.
That would be really nice.
Strike.
There's a curveball in for a strike once again.
Good pitch there. Outer half curveball. We got Miles playing back, so he's not even going to try to get the play at the plate.
Yeah, he's about halfway in the dirt there. Miles Mayhew, third baseman. There's a base hit to right field. Andrew Wilkinson picks it up, throws it in for the cutoff, and the run is going to score.
That was just a glancing blow there.
Well, that was exactly hitting behind the runner, textbook baseball.
Your batter, number 14, third baseman Jeremy Gajon.
2-0, Wolfpack up early. Ben Marmon working, one out. Once again, runners on the corners. Kimbrough standing at third base. And Caleb Nunez at first.
First and third situation here.
Runner going, swing and a miss. The throw down goes into center field, and the runner from third is going to score. So this is not how the Dunham Tigers wanted to start off the first inning. Seems to be a pause in play.
Thibodeau's arguing that there was contact with the catcher on the throw. The umpires are at least listening. I didn't see it. I don't know if it did or not. We'll have to look at the instant replay.
I didn't see it either, but we're going to back it up and take a look and see if we could see any contact. Foster DeGeneres behind the plate for the Dunham Tigers.
Can we get an instant replay?
Nah, we're not going to be able to rewind. We only have a 30-second rewind, but it does look like our producer and director Andrew Alexander says that it does look like there was contact. So Coach Thibodeau having a word with home plate umpire now, and we're going to see what the result is. But from our viewpoint, there was some contact there with Foster DeGeneres. Andrew, did you see him coming up to make the throw, and the bat was in the way of the runner, or the batter was in the way? He didn't move. All right.
Well, he gets to stay in the box.
He gets to stay in the box. Okay. And that must be the ruling there. So nothing's going to change in that situation. Now there's a runner on second base. 3-0. Wolfpack out in front of the Dunham Tigers. Jeremy Gaijon is the batter with a swing and a miss.
You know, we had a walk and a catchable ball the first two batters.
Yeah.
Got to take advantage of our opportunities.
There's another swing and a miss for strike three. Gaijon goes down swinging. So there's two down now, which the Tigers really needed.
Your batter now, number 10, right fielder Luke Jackson. Now, he was written up in the papers having speed, too. He's got 16 stolen bases, if I remember correctly.
You talking about Jackson?
Yes.
Marmon steps off. David Day here with you, webcasting live from Dunham High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, with my broadcast partner Aaron Brooks and Andrew Alexander. And Aaron is serving as public address announcer as well. There's a bunt. Marmon picks it up, makes the throw.
Got him. Great
got the
play.
out. Nice play by Ben Marmon to end that half of the inning. But the Tigers find themselves in a hole early once again, 3-0. And so they're going to see what they can do to get some at-bats and get some hits.
3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. In the top of the first inning, there was 3 runs on
3 runs, 3 hits, and an error. So the Tigers going to have to work themselves out of a jam, so we'll see what they can do in the bottom of the second inning coming up right after this on the Dunham Sports Network.
The names you know and voices you trust, only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter, information you can count on. Live, local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
And we're live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, webcasting the Dunham Sports Network as the Dunham Tigers host the Redemptorist Wolves in district action this afternoon. Thank you for joining us under beautiful blue skies and 61 degrees. It feels more like, in the shade, it feels more like 41 degrees out there. Slight breeze blowing around 10 miles per hour, and we have really great conditions, a little bit chilly, but good conditions for baseball otherwise. The field looks like it's in good shape after the rain that we had yesterday. We've seen it much worse, so feel like it's in pretty good shape. Pitcher today for the Redemptorist Wolves is Blake Landry. And this is Blake Landry's...
Leading off the Dunham Tigers, number 8, center fielder, John Austin Valen.
This is Blake Landry's third game back after a broken tibia. So he missed the first part of the season. It's only been back now a couple of weeks. So obviously been effective in some of the other games. So John Austin Vollen for the Dunham Tigers steps up to the batter's box, and he's going to go to work against Blake Landry. Tigers in the hole, 3-0.
John Austin moved up in the front of the box, trying to take away some of the effectiveness of the curveball. It's been really good for him. Blake overthrew there.
Overthrew for ball one.
Several of the Dunham plays played summer ball with a Redemptorist pitcher 2 years ago. He's a hoss. He can throw, and he also catches.
There's a hard
Stay fair.
fly ball, and it's foul. That was a shot. It hit the corner fence post, or corner fence. Would have been, I don't know what it would have been if it were fair, but that's a good long shot. John Austin Vollen can hit for power, no question about it. He's got a lot of power, got a very angry swing. If he hits it on the screws, it can go a long way. So it's 1-1 to Vollen.
How predictable was that?
Wow, curveball. Start off right at Vollen's left shoulder and crossed over into the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, I think we've kind of changed our approach. We look curveball and react to the fastball. Got him.
And that one hit him. Vollen now on base.
Got out of a bind there.
And another tool that Vollen can use here is his speed.
No outs. Your batter is now the shortstop, number 4, Alec Dewey.
The catcher threw good down to second.
Yeah, in warm-ups he did a good job, so this ought to be a nice matchup here. John Austin Vollen at first. Alec Dewey steps up to the plate here for the Dunham Tigers.
See, the pitcher got greedy there. He tried to throw the inside curveball instead of just throwing the curveball outer half.
Move to first. Wow. That is a good move to first base.
I don't know about that, boss. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was I think the umpire was caught off guard by that move.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake Landry is just an athlete. It's a chopper foul. Vollen was moving.
Okay, I think they missed one, but we got them out, and I think they missed one against them too. Because I think unfortunately he had him there.
High school baseball. That's all I'm going to say is high school baseball.
Well, we're talking about high school umpires now.
Well, who are umpiring high school baseball. So, John Austin Vollen at first base. Alec Dewey at the plate. No balls, 1 strike.
Oh, did you see the way that Blake came to a set there? You don't ever know where he's going to come to set. He's come to set in 3 different spots, so the base runner can't get a feel for him. That was like the third spot to come to a set. Right there. See, that was not getting set at the chin. And he'll either set at the chin, at the chest, or at the waist.
So Vollen has a hard time reading the pitcher when he doesn't do it the same every time. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying somebody's coached Blake. See, right there's the set at the chin. Vicious curveball.
There's a curveball. Wow, that's a strike.
See, he can set at his chin or at his chest or at his waist. So the base runner never knows what's happening.
There's his chin.
That's the chin.
And a swing on, line drive foul out of play.
That gives us 2 strikes, right? I can't read the scoreboard, my old eyes. Is that 1 ball?
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one actually went into Truck Alley and looks like it might have hit Ben Marmon's truck. I don't know if he's parked there or not, but 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alec Dewey trying to advance John Austin Vollen. Nobody out right now. Vollen going. Here's the throw.
Down.
And he's safe.
He dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball.
He was out, too.
He was out. That was an excellent throw and a nice tag by Gage, but he dropped the ball. So Vollen
he was out.
into second.
Okay, and our job right here is to get 1 run just to make it 3-1. 3-1.
2-2 on Alec Dewey.
Okay, Alec, let's get a ground ball to second baseman.
Strike 3 swinging. A little bit high, curveball high again. So
Your batter, number 10, the catcher, Foster DeGeneres.
here's the third batter for the Tigers, Foster DeGeneres, the catcher for the Tigers. One down.
Okay, we need Foster to show the leadership he's shown all year. Just find a way to get the ball on the ground and outfield.
There's a foul out of play.
Okay, see, we're pitching backwards. That was a curveball, first pitch. That's the ultimate respect to Foster. Up, now we're going to talk to the catcher because we've got somebody on second stealing the signals.
You think that's what's going on?
I think that's one of the discussions.
I think that's definitely one of the discussions that are going on.
There's a lot of room in the gaps. Both outfielders are pretty close to the line. That may be the fact that the center fielder's got wheels.
Gage is playing way right at the shortstop position. Big lead,
Coming
throw
back.
down to Gage, balling back in.
He was back in easy there. That was a preset play. One out. There's one out. Got one out here.
1-1 on DeGeneres. There's a hard shot, ground ball to second base. Runner's going to advance, and Foster DeGeneres is thrown out at first. But Volin standing at third now with 2 down.
Your batter, number 20, first baseman, Chase Day.
And so Chase Day steps up to the plate now. Chase Day can hit the long ball.
That would be beautiful right now.
That would be something. We got a hard wind blowing right now, left to right.
That's up. That's up.
The crowd didn't think so, but that ball was a ball high.
See, we got the Redemptorist folks are sitting in the center of the field because the Dunham people sit on the third base line and support their team. Very few people sitting on the first base line.
Very
They're all sitting
few.
in the center.
There's a curveball. Wow. That looked inside to me, but umpire says it's a strike. So 1-1.
The oldest trick in the book. If umpire doesn't call it, come back to the same pitch because the umpire is going to make the second one a strike.
Chase Day, 1-1.
3 straight curveballs.
That one was up a little bit. Day wants to let him think about it a little bit. 2 down. Runner at third.
Okay, we need the patent Chase Day ground ball between short and third right here.
Landry taking his time here.
He's squeezing it.
Chase Day wisely calls timeout to reset the pace here. Landry back from a broken tibia. He doesn't look like he's missed much.
He doesn't look like he's missed much meals either.
He's a big boy. There's a strike 3.
No,
Strike 2, rather. Good.
That is 4 straight curveballs.
That is 4 straight curveballs, and Chase Day probably knew it was coming and just flat missed it. So 2-2 now.
So full count, he was wasting one up high just so he didn't have to throw a fastball that he could hit. You know, first base is occupied. If I'm Chase, I'm sitting here thinking curveball. First base is empty. They got a place to put him.
Full count. Payoff pitch.
Curveball.
Curveball. Swing and a miss to retire the side. So the Wolves show their stuff after 1 inning, 3-0, out in front of the Dunham Tigers.
Bunches of curveballs. That's what we've seen all year.
Lots of curveball. This is not a great curveball hitting team, but here we are in between innings. Let's talk a little bit about some of our valuable sponsors at the platinum level for the Dunham Sports Network. Peak Performance Physical Therapy. If your doctor recommends physical therapy, then we recommend Peak Performance Physical Therapy. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Coca-Cola is the drink that everybody enjoys, and we appreciate Coca-Cola's support on the Dunham Sports Network. Also, Garrity Broadcasting and Talk 107.3 FM Talk Radio here in the Baton Rouge area. A great place to go on your radio dial to listen to relevant current events. Talk 103 and Garrity Broadcasting. We appreciate them very much. Those are our platinum level sponsors. We also have gold level sponsors. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Ricardo Rodriguez, whose son Bond plays on the team out here. We appreciate the physicians and nurses and the staff at Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Also Loop Theory Studios, marketing and video production. State Farm, Steve Johnson, agent. State Farm agents have been big supporters of the Dunham Sports Network. So we appreciate all of our Dunham Sports Network sponsors, gold level and platinum level. So as the Tigers on the top of the second inning, still down 3-0, in steps Chris Duncan for the Redemptorist Wolves. Takes ball high.
Well, you can't walk the first batter again.
Got to find a way to get this guy out. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a boy, Ben.
Chris Duncan, the designated hitter.
Ben's not missing over the plate. He's just missing high. Right there.
Off-speed pitch, curveball looked like. Did not get the call, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Must have been low because it was on the outside corner.
It looked like it was effective, but swing and a miss.
That a boy, Ben.
Good pitch. So it's 2-2. The sun is low again, like it usually is this time of day, and it's wreaking a little bit of havoc in the outfield. But Marmon's got the bill of his cap tipped very low, and he's ready to rock and fire. Chopper back to Marmon on the left side. Steps and throws. Out number 1.
1 out. Your batters now. Number 6, second baseman, Cameron Callahan.
Cameron Callahan, the batter. Got 3 Callahans on the roster here. We got Cameron, Connor, and Hunter Callahan on the Redemptorist roster.
Miles up, taking away the bunt.
That's a pop-up. Shallow right field over by the line. Andrew Wilkinson cannot make the play. Foul ball.
Good effort, though. He left his feet.
Yeah, he did. He dove for it, and it was obviously going foul, but Wilkinson has lots of speed, and he got over there pretty quickly and made a diving attempt, but nothing doing. So no balls, 1 strike, rather.
Miles backed up a step or 2. Third base.
Third base. He's right on the edge of the grass, maybe backed up a step or so. And that pitch is a ball for 1-1. Tigers need to get some outs to get in and get some hits on. It's a nice pitch in there on the hands, left up a little bit for ball 2.
I don't know if we're trying to throw inside or that's just where we are. It's kind of outer half right here.
Ball high. 3 balls, 1 strike. And 1 down.
Last number 9 hole batter. We don't need to be walking the number 9 hole.
He left it up. So Callahan is on with a base on balls, which brings up the leadoff hitter.
1 out. Your batters now. Number 7, shortstop, Russell Gage.
And that hurts. Got Russell Gage coming to the plate, and you got a runner on base.
It'll take a miracle to turn 2 with him running. There's
a curve ball for a strike. Nice pitch by Ben Marmond.
That's unhittable there. Repeat that one, Ben.
Callahan gets a little bit of a lead at first base.
The same pitch, good pitch.
Good pitch, fouled back behind the plate. So 0-2 on Gage, who's obviously got wheels, as you said, because LSU has recruited him for defensive back. And
okay, let's finish him right here. Let's have an out pitch. Wasting outside.
Chopper, third base. Miles Mayhew over to second. Reed May.
That was wise. He ate it.
Makes the out, and Reed May eats it and allows Gage to move to first base safely. So we get the out, so there's 2 down now. And just as you said,
your batter now is the center fielder, number 2, Connor Callahan.
They're not going to be able to turn 2 on Gage.
We just need to get the batter and not worry about trying to stop this steal.
So here's another Callahan, Connor Callahan. Once again, Gage with a big lead at first base. Marmon checks him.
Curveball.
Curveball, foul ball. Fouled it, may have hit him in the ankle.
In the batter's box.
While he's in the batter's box, so foul ball, and it's 0-1. We appreciate our outfield sponsors, our sign sponsors as well. Mike Anderson Seafood Restaurant. You got to love Mike Anderson's. It's a tradition in the Baton Rouge area. If you like seafood, you got to love Mike Anderson's. Move to first. Once again, not in time.
As the Redemptorist coach just said, get a lead and wear him out, picking you.
He's got a big one and moved back to first. Almost
the throw
had
was
him.
there.
Almost had him.
Yep, he was gone.
His first move was to second base, and he jumped back in time. That was very close. Still 0-1 to Callahan. Cage is going. There's a chopper foul.
Good. That wears him out. He had to run.
That's right.
How many strikes we got?
That's 2 strikes now. No balls, 2 strikes. For the center fielder, Connor Callahan. Shortstop Gage at first base. 2 down in the inning. Ben Marmon working. Throw to first. Back in time.
That huge lead. That's as big a lead as I've seen all year.
Me too. I've never seen anybody go past the little corner lip there. Move to first.
See, Ben didn't throw hard then.
He didn't throw hard.
That was the
He's
token throw.
Just keeping him honest.
You don't have to throw hard every time.
These 2 powerhouse teams are there's a hard shot grounder second base. Reed May flips it over to second base to Alec Dewey, who's
May,
covering the
ladies and
bag.
gentlemen. Totals inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left.
So Tigers get 3 outs and avoid getting any more runs scored against them in the top of the second inning. So we go to the bottom of the second, 3-0. And the Dunham Tigers got their work cut out for them a little bit here. Up next for the Tigers is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, Miles Mayhew, and then Ben Marmond, and then Josh Ellis will step up to the plate.
We need the courtesy walk that we gave them.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some base runners here to start off the inning, no question about it. Coyote Blues, another restaurant and another field sponsor for us here in the Baton Rouge area. We appreciate the Vollen family. John Austin Vollen's dad, George, owns Coyote Blues, one of our wonderful field sponsors. Also, Robert Roth Jewelers. Robert Roth Jewelers. It's graduation time, Mother's Day coming up, all kinds of weddings going on. Robert Roth Jewelers. We'll be glad to help you with your bling If you need a jeweler, then you need Robert Roth Jewelers. Performance Contractors, another one of our field sponsors. We appreciate what they do for Dunham Sports and the Dunham Sports Network. One of our field sponsors. I believe this is their first year as a sign sponsor for our outfield. So we really appreciate our sponsors and all that they do and in support of Dunham Athletics. So Landry has been effective. He doesn't look like he's missed half the season so far.
No, he looks fresh.
He looks fresh, and he looks like he's in midseason form
In the bottom
right
of the
now.
second inning, leading off for the Dunham Tigers, third baseman, number 30, Miles Mayhew.
As Aaron announces on the public address system for the home crowd here, Miles Mayhew steps to the plate. We got 3-0. Tigers need to make up some ground here. Blake Landry for the Wolves working hard and doing his job. Bottom of the second inning. There's a fly ball, shallow
out, ball.
right
Get
field,
out, ball.
might be foul, and it is foul.
Look at the umpire's work. Once following the ball, the home plate umpire was going to make the play at second.
I tell you what,
That was hustle.
that's some good umpiring there.
At least we got some people working this game.
Somebody was on their horse trying to get out there to see if that was a foul ball or not, but that's
Okay,
good.
that was a fastball. We need to have somebody special count fastballs versus curves.
We need more fastballs. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Fastball
That's
there.
a fastball outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Miles Mayhew, largely a pull hitter, likes to hit the ball down the third base line. And that one's fouled out of play.
Good job on a curveball. Foul off the good pitches. Hope you get a mistake.
That's right. 0-2 pitch. You can't take it for granted. Go ahead and foul it off. Live to fight another day. David Day live here at Dunham Sports Network, broadcasting with Aaron Brooks and Andrew Alexander. In district action, Dunham hosting Redemptorist.
Curveball.
Curveball, he hits it foul down the left base line.
That was the inside curveball, and he stayed back on it, didn't buckle,
Good job.
and
Nice piece of hitting.
was real close to having a double down the line. Third baseman would
Third-
not have made the play.
Third baseman is now hugging the bag just a little bit. I wouldn't say hugging the bag, but he's pretty tight. And there's that little slow roller to shortstop. Gage picks it up, makes the throw to first, and it's offline.
Nowhere near.
It's offline by 10 feet. Miles Mayhew will be safe at first. Here's the replay.
Now batting, number 1, the pitcher, Ben Mormon.
Gage just really didn't get a handle on that ball, I guess, and hurried his throw. So Dunham has a base runner now. Nobody out, and here's Ben Marmond, the pitcher for the Dunham Tigers.
God, they really play their outfielders close to the lines.
There's a lot of room in there between left field and center field, no question about it. And that was a check swing foul. Out of play. It looked like he changed his mind in mid-swing, but the ball still hit the upper portion of his bat and went foul, so no balls, 1 strike for Ben Marmond. Landry working from the chin. Curveball.
That was inside.
That was inside.
We finally had a curveball that wasn't a strike because it was inside.
Nobody out. That's good news for the Tigers. Mayhew at first base.
Outside. We got a batter's count now, 2-1.
Landry with good velocity on his fastball and a lot of movement on the curveball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Maybe hit and run here. Nope.
That's a called strike. Right at the knees. 2-2. That was a good location. He was not expecting that pitch.
Fastball underneath his hands.
chopper.
Trouble. Stay fair.
Catcher picks it up, makes the throw. No,
Oh,
it's no good.
If we'll bump the ball, they're going to keep us in the ball game.
Mayhew goes to third. Ben Marmond is into second base on an errant throw.
Who threw that ball? Was that the pitcher? Or
That was the
third base?
catcher.
Oh, the catcher.
That was the catcher that made the throw. So 2 errant throws to first base. And Caleb Day, number 3, will come in and run for the pitcher, Ben Marmond.
Your batter, number 7, left fielder, Josh Ellis.
Now is as good a time as any to give a shout out to Caleb Day's grandfather and my dad, Dick Day, in Mountain Home, Arkansas, tuned into our webcast. Welcome, Dick and Sue. We appreciate you tuning in to the Dunham Sports Network. Josh Ellis, a senior on the Dunham Ball Club, left fielder, a power hitter, got a lot of speed, and has had a few clutch hits so far this year. Let's see if he can deliver. We got 2 runners on, nobody out. Miles Mayhew at third, Caleb Day at second base.
We've got no lead at third, so we're probably not going on a pass ball.
Here's Landry delivering.
Curveball. Look at them. They've got a 3-run lead in the second inning, and they've got the infield in. Now, that's
respect.
That's
That's just they're really not wanting any runs to score.
well, that's unconventional, too. They're going to allow the big inning to try to stop one. Come on, Josh. Hit it hard.
Josh Ellis. There's a called strike inside.
He'll throw the fastball underneath your hands.
That's a good fastball. That's 2 called strikes in that same spot. So 1-1 for Josh Ellis.
We got no outs here. We got a shot to make this back a ball game.
Nobody out. Dunham Tigers down 3-0 here. Curveball, left it up. Boy, you just really need a base hit here.
I'll take a fly ball to outfield right now. Let's get one at a time.
That would work as well. Day taking a big lead. Nobody covering, of course. And here's 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Hard swing.
Okay, widen out, put the ball in play. Let's go.
All right, 2-2 pitch. Runners where they are. Aaron, what are you going to throw?
It's going to be a curveball. That's been his out pitch all game. It's been the knee buckler at him.
It's that pitch that's going to come right at the left shoulder and bend in the corner. Let's see if we're right.
Got to put the ball in play. Fastball.
Got him with a fastball swinging.
Fastball up. Let him climb the ladder.
Yep. Just couldn't
Now
lay
batting,
off.
number 12, second baseman, Reed May.
So there's 1 down. The Tigers still have 2 base runners at second and third. Sophomore Reed May steps up, second baseman. And here's the pitch. Foul ball back behind the plate for 1 strike.
He's going fastball with the lower half of the lineup.
Well, why not? You know, I mean, it's been relatively effective and not a bad call. Three nothing. Dunham Tigers behind big time. Here's Landry against Reed May.
Curveball up.
Curveball up.
Now, I understand what the pitcher's doing, but he is double setting. He comes to a set and then goes to another spot.
And then he goes to another spot. Right. Well, if he does it consistently, then that's okay, right? Am I right about that?
The rule book says you don't get to stop. You've got to go continuously motion. He stopped, and then he went up again. Get down, ball.
The
There we
ball's
go.
going to
That's
drop
one.
in for a base hit. It's going to score 1 run. The throw's going to come
ball's
in.
loose.
And Reed May delivers a
Reed May singles. Your batter now, number 2, right fielder, Andrew Wilkinson. That was a flare, but we'll take it.
Yeah, it's a little flare base hit. And how many times have you seen Reed May hit that same base hit over third or over short? So Dunham Tigers are on the scoreboard now with Reed May's base hit. scores Miles Mayhew. Caleb Day advances to third. So May at first. So we got a first and third situation with the senior left-hander Andrew Wilkinson up to bat.
The way they've thrown the ball across the diamond, I'm bunting.
Yeah, no kidding. That would be the play.
I'd tell him to get it down, and Caleb needs to be on his horse.
And he better slide. Ball outside.
You're going to make him throw a strike first. I like that.
There's the set. There's another adjustment. So, yeah, I see what you're saying. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
2-0. There we go. We'll
2-0.
take bases loaded and put Volland at the plate. Come on.
It looks like the coach wants a little timeout. Doesn't like what he's seeing here. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner in scoring position, only 1 down. So we've got a little drama here, bottom of the second inning, which is good. Good for the Dunham Tigers. Andrew Wilkinson at the plate. Wilkinson's been hitting the ball pretty well lately. Had a couple of hits last game.
If he turns on it, it's a line drive.
If he hits a line drive, he's got a good bat speed on the ball. It's his challenge is to see the ball off the hand of the pitcher. Sometimes he'll come out. His approach is a little bit late, but lately that's not been the case. He's been seeing the ball off the pitcher's hand, and he's been hitting shots into right field. We could sure use that now. So 1 out, 2 balls, no strikes.
This is going to be a long game, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a 3-hour special.
Well, with all the pauses we've had, and as slowly as Landry works,
Outside,
ball 3
3-0.
outside, same pitch 3 times in a row.
I'm liking our opportunities here if we can just get Volland up there with the bases loaded.
Well, and I don't want to say it out loud, but I'll go ahead and say it because I'm up here in the booth and not out there. I'd love to see Landry walked him. I'd love to see Landry relieved. I'd like to see somebody else.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Your batter, center fielder, number 8. Let's hear it for John Austin Volland.
So here's an opportunity, only 1 down, and we had bases loaded. Caleb Day at third base. Looks like Reed May at second base and Andrew Wilkinson at first. Wilkinson has speed, and John Austin Volland is one of the people you want at the plate right now.
Can't talk.
And
I'm announcing. Curveball started him off again.
And it's a not in for a strike. It's a ball.
Ball's low.
So
we certainly didn't get that curveball, so that zone's been consistent.
yeah. So if we can get Volland on base, then we're going to get to Alec Dewey.
Volland to hit the ball off the CGI sign.
That'd be nice.
I'm
CGI
greedy
left
with
center.
This man. There you go. It's outside.
Oh, he called it a
That was a courtesy strike.
So 1-1. The CGI sign in left center field. Dave Schoenfeld and his company, CGI Business Solutions, software producers. We appreciate them, one of our field sponsors, as the umpire calls timeout to clean off the plate. We'll also talk about Dupree Construction. Chuck Dupree and company and all of his folks at Dupree Construction, one of our field sponsors, along with Active Stucco, one of the subcontractors for Dupree, and also a supporter of Dunham Athletics. We appreciate our field sponsors. They help us to make things happen. Here's the 1-1 pitch to John Austin Volland.
Curveball up.
Ball high. Andrew
Wake
Wilkinson
up,
back
Andrew
in.
Wilkinson.
Andrew Wilkinson back in head first. Looked like he got caught looking a little bit. The catcher took a chance. I'd sure like to see.
That's just, he's got no place to go. There's no reason to be
There's
off.
no reason to be out that far.
We've
I'd like to
gotten
see
burnt
him.
on that exact play.
We got lucky that time. 2 balls, 1 strike now for John Austin Volland.
Got to play smart baseball.
Outside. So Landry looks like he might be struggling just a little bit here.
What's our count here? I can't read it.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Okay. In theory, this is a fastball count with a fastball hitter.
So this is what you want. Fastball count with a fastball hitter.
This is our D1 prospect right here.
Swing and a miss, a big swing. If that ball connected, it would have been a big hit.
Okay, let's see how gutsy they are now. Full count, bases loaded, they're going to throw the curveball.
Well, that's what I would throw. 3-2 now.
3-2.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's amazing.
Well, that was
Your
a
batter now, shortstop number 4, Alec Dewey.
slightly outside pitch. And looked like it was up a little bit. I think Vollen chased it and just couldn't get a bat on it. So 2 down now. Bases still loaded. Here's Alec Dewey, the shortstop. Also can hit the ball hard. Likes to hit line drives. Who doesn't like to hit line drives? But Dewey can do it with the best of them. There's a called strike. Nice pitch. Curveball outside corner. Is Landry going to work himself out of this jam, or is Alec Dewey going to get a base hit and score a couple of runs here?
Well, when you got 2 outs, you got to do more than put it in play. Now you got to get a hit.
That's right. Ball high
Leave
up.
your head up there.
That was right at the noggin, and Dewey ducks for 1-1 now. It's a great day for baseball at Dunham Field.
Okay, Caleb, you got to be able to get there on a pass ball.
Caleb Day at third base. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball.
Up fastball.
Yeah, that's too high to drive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Alec Dewey. Coach Tibb coaching him up from third. There's Caleb Day taking the lead at third base.
Here comes the vicious curveball.
I
Although
think
he's
you're
got everybody
right.
with a fastball lately.
I think you're right.
Outside corner. Attaboy.
Fouled out of play. That was a fastball.
Yep. And that was a wave fastball. I don't think that was a strike, but you can't afford to leave it in umpire's hands.
Well, that's the pitch he got John Austin Vollen to chase on, and Dewey got a little lead on it, so. Tigers need to score the runner at third. 3-1, 2 outs.
Here,
Bottom of the
they're in
second
middle.
inning.
It's going to be curveball or fastball in his hands.
Here it comes.
Curveball.
Pop up. Looks like second baseman is underneath. And he makes the catch for out number 3. And so the Tigers couldn't quite pull it off, but do get a run.
Tigers get 1 run on 1 hit. Your score after 2 complete innings of play, Redemptorist Wolves 3, Dunham Tigers 1.
And so 3-1, the Tigers hosting the Redemptorist Wolves in District 6A action as the Tigers and the Wolves tangle to try to see who's the victor here. Both of them sporting a 4-0 record in district play. So we'll be back with more baseball live from Dunham Field right after this on the Dunham Sports Network.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those.
Leading off the 3rd inning for the Redemptorist Wolves, catcher number 11, Jacob Stagg.
So we're back live at Dunham Field. Ben Marmon for the Tigers going to work against Jacob Stagg for the Redemptorist Wolves. Tigers in the hole now, 3-1. We're at the top of the 3rd inning. Jacob Stagg, the catcher.
He hit the ball to left field last time. Got on base, single. Right in between the shortstop and third.
So, see what Ben Marmon does now. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Curveball.
Curveball.
Foster DeGeneres is just a workaholic. He has done the job.
He has really done a terrific job. Especially the second half of this. The last I don't know, last 10 or 15 games.
Right there. Oh.
Doesn't get the call, so it's going to be a ball.
Come on, we need to get the first runner, the first batter. Right there. Nope.
So Marmon walks Stagg. So once again, the Wolves have a base runner.
Your batter, number 15, left fielder Lee Whitaker.
Lee Whitaker, left-hander. Way outside, DeGeneres can't put it in his glove, and the runner's going to advance. It's little things like that have hurt the Tigers all season long. They get some good things going, and then runner's going to advance on a ball that really is not really a wild pitch, and it's not really fully a pass ball even, you know. It just one of those things. The ball just doesn't bounce our way. There's a good strike on the outside corner.
Got a favorable strike zone there.
1 ball, 1 strike now for Lee Whitaker. Runner at second takes his lead. Chopper right back to the mound. Marmon picks it up over to first base to Chase Day. Advances the runner Stagg.
That's just another play. All he had to do was turn and pivot, and he's got the guy at third. He's looked at it and saw it.
I don't know why he didn't make that play, but I guess he felt like he didn't have time, but it looked like to me he may have.
1 out. Your batter, number 16, first baseman Caleb Nunez.
He looked at him. He eyeballed him. He had him.
I didn't pay attention, but was Mayhew covering?
Yes, he was.
So
because I was sitting there going, we got him.
It was now we got runners on the corners. No, we don't.
Oh, we got 1 out. This is where we got to have that strikeout. He flew out, got a single to right
That's
field.
right. He threw him out. That's right. So 1 down.
Good pitch. Oh.
He's not giving him that strike at the knees there.
If Ben didn't have any luck, he'd be better than the luck he's got. Come on, Ben.
Caleb Nunez, the batter.
Good pitch.
Ground ball, second base. Slow chopper. Reed May picks it up, throws to first to make the out, but the run is going to score. And so Stagg comes in to make it 4-1.
Your batter, number 14, third baseman Jeremy Gajon.
That's just good baseball.
That's good baseball. Put the ball in play, score the runner from third. Doesn't take much. A slow dribbler to second base scores the run. There's a fly ball left field. Josh Ellis back, camps out underneath to make the catch to retire the side. So a little damage done, 4-1 now in the top of the third inning. And Dunham Tigers got to come back and get some runs. And hopefully that's exactly what's going to happen. So we'll take this opportunity to pause just a second and mention some of our wonderful silver sponsors on the Dunham Sports Network. Chick-fil-A. They didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Eat more chicken. Brewbachers. Also, if you're not in the mood for chicken but maybe a burger, then Brewbachers has one of the best burgers in town. Coleman Partners, architects, commercial architecture, have been awarded the new contract for the water campus downtown, right over by the old Mississippi River Bridge. What an exciting adventure for Coleman Partners Architects. Bob Coleman, Gary Gilbert and company, big supporters and big friends of the Dunham Sports Network. Peters Wealth Advisors. We appreciate Peters Wealth Advisors. Bill Peters is a good friend of the Dunham Sports Network and the Dunham family, a big advisor to all things Dunham. So we appreciate Bill Peters, and we wish him the best of health as he struggled recently with some health issues. So thank you, Bill Peters and Peters Wealth Advisors. Also, State Farm, Bill Barkus. Bill Barkas has 2 sons who've come through the program, and we appreciate Bill. He's still hanging in there supporting the Dunham School and Dunham Athletics and the Dunham Sports Network. Bancorp South is another one of our great silver sponsors on the Dunham Sports Network. If you're in the Baton Rouge area, check out Bancorp South for your banking and loan needs. Also, Keith Cox, Stern Agee. William Cox now playing at Louisiana College, a graduate of the Dunham School, and played baseball here. So Keith Cox with Stern Agee. We appreciate you and your support. And so here we are, bottom of the 3rd inning, Dunham Tigers.
Your first batter for the Dunham Tigers, number 10, catcher, Foster DeGeneres.
Against the Dunham Tigers, against the Timberwolves, listen to me. The Timberwolves, I'm still playing basketball. The Redemptorist Wolves, hosted by the Dunham Tigers.
Foster at second base last time. Kind of got an outside fastball and punched it. He was at least able to move a runner.
4-1 is the score. Once again, I want to welcome Richard Day and Sue Day in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Family members. My dad. There's a pitch, ball, passed by. Nobody on base, though. Foster DeGeneres. 1 ball, no strike. I want to say thanks, Dad, for joining us on the Dunham Sports Network. We appreciate you watching. And we have viewers from all over, really all over the United States, but we have viewers in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Navarre Beach, Florida, Austin, Texas, Mountain Home, Arkansas, and a whole lot of them from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So we appreciate all of our viewers on the Dunham Sports Network. It's a rare thing that we get to do this. Andrew Alexander, our what would you say your title is? Producer, director, engineer, statistician, whatever. A magician. Andrew Alexander, the magician. He kind of runs the show here. So
We just call him talent.
that's right. Andrew is the only really talented person here. 1 ball, no strikes.
Low. 2 balls.
2 balls low.
He ain't going to be able to throw this hard, this long.
Blake Landry, the pitcher for the Wolves, has thrown very well so far, held the Tigers to 1 run. Locating his fastball and an excellent curveball. There's a hard swing.
We got to lay off
foul
the
tip.
pitch. The upper fastball is what's
that high fastball is just baiting us because it's just so deceptive. It's right up there where you think it looks like a beach ball and you take a good hard cut at it.
You just can't catch up with it. Baiting is a good term.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That was there.
That's a great location there on the outside corner. So Blake Landry still looking good here, working in the 3rd inning. Foster DeGeneres. And a hard shot, line drive, foul.
That's what you got to do to the inside curveball.
That's an inside curveball he stayed back on, and he just turned on it, but that ball's fouled into the Dunham bullpen. So 2-2. Boy, I'd like to see him straighten that out. Unfortunately, if it were any straighter,
Look
it
what
probably
the left
been
fielder's playing
probably
now.
yeah. Left fielder's about 15 feet in front of the fence.
He's hugging the wall.
And he hit him. Hit him right in the dead center of the left thigh. So another leadoff runner on for the Tigers, just like last inning, and we'll see what happens now. Foster DeGeneres is on, hit by a pitch, and Bond Rodriguez will come on and run for Foster DeGeneres.
Okay, we got the leadoff runner on. Can't ask for any more.
Your batter, number 20, first baseman, Chase Day.
These are good hot dogs.
Yeah, I could tell. I was like, we were kind of cracking up a little bit here in the booth listening. We're going to run around. If you're in the Baton Rouge area and you want to make it out to the ballpark, we got a lot of baseball left, and these hot dogs are delicious.
Okay, Chase. Let's have a Chase special.
Chase Day at bat. Called strike on the inside corner. Bond Rodriguez with speed at first base. Chase Day with a bat and speed at the plate. Nobody out. Tigers down 4-1 right now. I'm sorry,
Blake
go ahead.
Landry's got to move. We've already seen it.
And there it is. Rodriguez.
Thibodeau's calling back from the third base box.
Yeah, he's screaming as loud as he can because that is a good move to first. Swing and a miss.
That was the move your back foot move from Chase.
Yeah, that was.
Not do that.
Yeah, his back foot was up by the time he was swinging. So Chase Day, the cleanup hitter for Dunham Tigers, is down in the count 0-2. The shadow has fallen completely on Dunham Field right now, so we're in the shade. Good things can happen now.
Way outside.
That was on purpose.
Landry so far has got 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and beaten 2 people. So he's given us a chance to make it interesting. We just got to do it.
We've got to put some lead on the ball. We've got to hit
Lead
the baseball.
On the ball. Okay.
Well, you know, some metal, some wood, lead. And that's a strike. That should be strike 3, and it is. The umpire didn't ring him up. I was wondering if he was going to reverse it, if he was going to say it's not a strike. I don't know. So strike 3, Chase Day goes down.
Number 30, Miles Mayhew.
So Chase Day goes down swinging. 1 down, runner at first base. Miles Mayhew, the sophomore third baseman, steps in and faces Blake Landry.
Now Chase got curveballs again.
He sure did, and
He
there's a
just got
fastball.
curveballs.
There's a fastball outside corner to Miles Mayhew. Yeah, I think this Redemptorist team has scouted this Dunham team a little bit.
Okay, Miles got on by near the shortstop last time. That was the fastball to get right there.
There's another strike. So Mayhew finds himself deep in the count, 0-2.
Okay, if we're going to steal with Bond, Miles, may be the time. Expect a curveball.
That's a
That
curveball.
was a curveball.
He left it up a little bit for ball 1.
Bond's got an extra step at first this time. Way outside again.
Outside pitch. 2-2 now.
Okay, Miles, square one up here. Let Bond run forever.
2-2 pitch. Miles Mayhew. Chopper.
Get foul.
Third base. Fair ball. Throw is not in time.
Stay
And even
there,
if it
Bond.
was, it was
Attaboy.
bobbled.
Good read, Bond.
So Miles Mayhew on with a hit and advances Bond to second base with just 1 away.
Your batter, the pitcher, number 1, Ben Marmon.
So the pitcher, Ben Marmon, comes to the plate to try to help himself out. Let's see if Marmon can advance some runners. Dunham Tigers in the hole 4-1. They need some runs to cross the plate. There's that curveball outside for a strike. Outside corner.
It was almost slider looking.
It did look like a slider, didn't it? That was
it was more darting than it was looping.
a little slurvy. So Marmon 0-1. Bond Rodriguez at second. Miles Mayhew at first. Curveball, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good curveball. We've seen it quite often here.
See, now that was a different curveball. That was a much slower curveball. And he was way out on his front foot. Blake Landry's got it working right now.
He is varying his pitches, varying his speeds, and varying his spots. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Marmon takes a shot at it.
Your batter, number 7, left fielder, Josh Ellis.
Josh Ellis went down on strikes last time up to the bat.
Landry's got 2 strikeouts every inning so far.
So 2 down for the Tigers. We got 2 runners on. And senior Josh Ellis
We've had runners in scoring position every inning.
every inning.
Left runners in scoring position every inning.
Wow. That was that slider-looking curve again.
That was the upper curve. At least we laid off of it. He set there and in a different spot. Fastball right down the middle, a little up.
There's
Couldn't
that.
Catch up with it.
That's the same pitch that he struck out on last time, I believe. So 1-1 for Ellis. Ellis, the Tigers' left fielder.
1-1.
Blake Landry checking the runners. Taking his time.
That was up. We got to lay off the upper ball.
Yeah, Ellis did a good job not to try to chase that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a lot of time between pitches. Ball inside. 3-1.
3-1.
Still kind of breezy out here. Wind blowing from left to right. Still look about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Sun is now getting very low in the sky. Might see the wind start calming just a bit here shortly, but right now, 3-1 to Josh Ellis, who can hit it a long way if he gets a hold of it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Full count now.
Fastball up and in.
Tipped it just a little bit. So it's officially a foul ball, but that's fastball up and in. You're right.
Full count. Here comes the 3-ring circus. Everybody will be stealing.
That's right. Full count, 2 outs. Runners should be going here. I was going to bet you it was going to be a fastball, and it was. Ellis goes down swinging with a runner in scoring position. The Tigers just can't seem to get those runners around the base path. So after 3 full innings, Tigers are down 4-1 as they host the Redemptorist Wolves. Blake Landry doing his job as the pitcher, varying speeds and keeping folks off balance. So good job by the Wolves to hold the Dunham hitters in check. Dunham really needs to put some bat on the ball.
Make a play. We got to be able to put the bat on the ball. Right now, we're struggling to do that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that we need to be doing a little bit better. But it's only 4-1, and the Dunham Tigers have come back from worse deficits than that. So
we got the bottom 3 of the lineup. We just need to go at them and challenge them and make them earn their spot.
Yeah. So during the break here, we'll pause just a second to get a couple of messages from some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back with a very special interview right after this on the Dunham Sports Network.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
Welcome back to Dunham Field as Ben Barmon delivers the first pitch, and that's a fly ball foul to Luke Jackson. We're live webcasting from Baton Rouge, Louisiana on the Dunham Sports Network. Thanks for joining us. Dunham Tigers trailing the Redemptorist Wolves 4-1 here in the top of the 4th. Am I correct? Yeah, top of the 4th inning. As we see Ben Marmon for a called strike. So it's 0-2 to Jackson. Want to welcome to the broadcast booth, the webcast booth, one of our silver sponsors on the Dunham Sports Network. This is Gary Gilbert of Coleman Partners. Gary, welcome. We're glad you're here. Fly ball to shortstop. Alec Dewey camps out underneath to make the catch for out number 1. Gary, welcome. Glad you're here.
Thanks, Dave. It's good to be here. It's good to see the boys battling out against Redemptorist here.
It's a great district matchup. These two teams are very well paired. So a lot of good things can happen here. Unfortunately, the Tigers are still hunting for base runners to cross the base path here. But, Gary, we appreciate the fact that Coleman Partners, your company, is a sponsor of the Dunham Sports Network. As we see another pop-up, looks like it could be Andrew Wilkinson underneath, and he is. He makes the catch for out number 2 in the inning. So we appreciate you, Gary, for sponsoring us. And tell us a little bit about this water campus that you guys have been awarded a contract for the water campus downtown in Baton Rouge. What's all that about? Give us a little rundown real quick.
Well, if, many of you probably followed in the paper. It's the Baton Rouge Area Foundation is dedicated its resources over the next few years to develop a Water Resource Institute.
And there's a foul ball out of play, a bunt attempt. So strike 1 on the batter, Cameron Callahan.
And we, in fact, have been awarded the very first building that'll be part of that campus, located in what is the old ferry landing just south of the I-10 Mississippi River Bridge there. So we're really excited about that.
That's a very exciting thing for the Baton Rouge community, too, because like you said, Baton Rouge Area Foundation, a nonprofit, so a lot of good things are going to come of this, and Coleman Partners is going to be a big part of the success. Foul ball out of play for Callahan, but Coleman Partners, commercial architecture, right?
Yes.
And one of your claims to fame is architecture that I know you've spent a lot of time traveling in your career, a lot of time in the Caribbean, churches, resort, hotels, that kind of thing. Tell us a little bit more about commercial architecture and what Coleman Partners does as we see another foul ball out of play.
Yeah, Dave, we've been blessed to see a variety of work around the Southeast and in the Caribbean. We do, as you said, we do a number of hotels and resorts, particularly in the Dutch Antilles, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, things like that.
It's just been miserable going to those locations.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah,
it is rough.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, it is work. It is work. But we've been blessed with that, and churches too. It's always great to do work for nonprofit organizations. You know, there's a little bit of a different decision pattern when profit is not your motive. And,
I can imagine, yeah.
So we feel it's really an opportunity to serve our community and to use your gifts to make a better world.
Foul ball out of play to Callahan once again. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes, two outs so far this inning. Ben Marmon looking good as he faces the bottom of the lineup for Redemptorist. So if for our Baton Rouge listeners, Gary, really for any of our listeners, if they're interested in commercial building, commercial property, commercial building, and they would talk to an architect like yourself, what are some of the things that you would that was ball in, what are some of the things that you would how would you communicate what you're going to be able to do for them? In other words, here I am. I want to build a new building. What are the stages? What are the steps? How would I judge whether Coleman Partners is somebody I want to talk to? Ooh, there's a fly ball. Looks like it's shanked just a little bit. Alec Dewey underneath it to make the 3rd out of the inning. So Callahan goes down, and the Wolves go down in order. So it's still 4-1. Good for the Dunham Tigers. They limit the Redemptorist bats this inning. So back to you, Gary. My question was, so try to sell, if I want to build a commercial building, tell me what Coleman Partners can do for me. How can we get started with this project?
Well, that's a great question, and you know, architects always try to share with potential clients. You know, it's a creative act, and we try to take their ideas and put them into the built environment. So
right.
You know, you kind of create something from nothing. And so you need to evaluate your architect and see if he's got the talent to do that. Look at his portfolio. What has he done?
Right.
You take a person's ideas and whatever constraints and the context they have, the site, the budget, the schedule, their personalities, what they actually do, their businesses in the case of a commercial venture.
So there's a lot of business consulting that goes along with that too, it sounds like. I mean, when you're asking those questions, you're helping them to figure out what it is exactly they need. So you do a lot of consulting on the front end for that construction, for that structure.
You actually, the biggest trick, and I use the term trick, is to understand the end user. If it's a hotel, it's those guests. You know, it's not about getting on the cover of a magazine. It's about when you go visit a hotel a year later, is it full of kids having a blast in the pool? And, you know, is it booked? You call. The greatest compliment we get as an architect for a hotel is to call, try to get a room, and it's full. Same way with churches.
That makes sense.
You know, if you're doing a church, you want to have trouble finding a seat in the church.
Sure.
And so, we've been blessed to do that. It's not, you're not building an edifice. You're building something for the end user. Schools, are kids learning, and are they enjoying the environment they're in? Are teachers comfortable? Are they safe? Are they getting the work done? It's not necessarily about having the fanciest looking building or the most expensive. Does it do what it's supposed to do?
As Reed May steps in for the Dunham Tigers as the leadoff batter, and he gets hit in the hip, and that one smarts. That one hurt. That was right on the hip bone, first pitch, and nailed him, and he may not be able to be the base runner here. He is in a lot of pain right now. Ouch. And so we're going to take a little bit of break on the field. But Gary, like you said, if you build a church, and I would imagine one of the best compliments you get is the church calls you a couple of years from now and says, we need an expansion.
Yeah, we've outgrown it.
We've outgrown what we just built because it's been so successful. I guess the same could be said for a lot of commercial properties and businesses, but what you do for the community as Coleman Partners, not just in architecture, but as a community partner and a citizen, and what Coleman Partners has done for the Dunham School and for Dunham Athletics as a silver sponsor, we appreciate that tremendously. We appreciate all the work that you guys have done, and not only that, but the donations and the support. You don't even have a kid out here on the field today, and you're watching the baseball game because you were at the Jazz performance last night. You and your wife. You go to the the concert band performances. You're at the art shows. You're constantly a supporter personally, and your business is a big supporter of the Dunham School. We want to say thank you very much for that. It's people like you that make this happen. This is a great day of baseball, and we appreciate what Coleman Partners Architects has done for us.
Well, it is a great day of baseball, and just a great day to be out here watching the boys battle it out with a crosstown rival, and it's just a privilege. If you don't go to those things, you really don't see how God's working here at the Dunham School and the lives of each and every kid and the faculty and the administration. I mean, if you went to the Jazz event last night,
that was an amazing event. Yeah. Amazing event.
I mean, just unbelievable. Those kids aren't just playing music; they're performing, and they're performing to God's glory. Same way with those who dance. It's just a great environment. So it's just a pleasure to watch them, and I'm fortunate enough to have the time to do so, and the great friends here, and love it.
It's truly a community, and one that you're a huge part of, and in fact have helped foster over the years as a board member, and once again, we just really appreciate your support, and thanks for joining us on the Dunham Sports Network, and thanks for being a silver sponsor. We appreciate you.
You bet. My pleasure.
Thank you, Gary. As Andrew Wilkinson, one of the seniors on this team, brings up the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. And we got a runner on first, Reed May, who was hit by a pitch. So we've got a little, I was going to say, I got a little conversation going on. Not sure what it is, but it looked like some of the Redemptorist fans were in disagreement with that last call, but such is baseball. So 3-1 on Andrew Wilkinson. Blake Landry still working. Walked him, ball high.
We've got to come through here.
Landry is not happy, and that was borderline his motion to the umpire just then.
Men on first and second. Your batter, number 8, center fielder, John Austin Volland.
You can tell Landry's body language. He's not real excited about some of the calls that he's getting.
What is this?
And John Austin Volland steps up to the plate here. We got nobody out, 2 runners on. We're down 4-1. We, as in the Dunham Tigers, down 4-1. John Austin Volland is due. That's low and outside for ball 1. So we have got to get some runs across the plate here.
We've had 8 base runners so far, and we got 1 run.
8 base runners and 1 run. And here we are in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Somebody in scoring position every inning.
Foul ball out of play. So it's 1-1 for John Austin Volland.
Come on, 8. Load him up and just greet it.
Volland's had enough looks at Blake Landry's curveball that you would hope that he could stay back on it and drive it.
That was a fastball he missed there. That may be the only one he gets.
You may be right. I cannot see. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul ball out of play.
That was the slider inside. I think he is throwing a slider and a curveball.
I think he might be. I cannot see the Redemptorist bullpen, but I don't think there's anybody active in the bullpen, so they're going with Landry. Looks like Nick Brooks in the bullpen for the Tigers. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on John Austin Volland. Reed May at second base, Andrew Wilkinson at first base. Tigers need some runs. Volland, swing, miss. Base is occupied, so he's out on strikes. So 1 down for the Tigers. John Austin just hadn't found the
Your batter,
number 4,
key. Shortstop, Alec Dewey.
So Alec Dewey, shortstop, steps up to try to do some damage here against the Wolves. Landry looked frustrated there the first couple of hitters. There he pitches inside.
I mean, we've got to put the ball in play. We've got to quit not putting any pressure on them.
No question about it. I mean, we can't just keep striking out. Landry's got, what, 6 strikeouts now? 7? 7 strikeouts.
8.
There's a strike right there for Dewey. So it's 1-1, so it's a total of 8 strikeouts for Landry. Wow. 8 base runners, 8 strikeouts, not including these 2 base runners. Is that correct?
Correct. No, including those base runners.
Including these base runners, okay. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Alec Dewey. 1 down. Tigers looking for an answer here. Foul ball into the Dunham dugout. Very close to it.
Plate there.
That's right. Good 2-strike pitch. He's just defending the plate. Landry wants another ball. I think that foul ball hit the wall, the protective wall in front of the Dunham dugout, so probably scuffed a little bit. Or maybe it's just psychological.
Just making sure. That's what they're supposed to do. Got 1 out here. We need somebody to make a play.
There's a hard ground ball to third base. Third baseman scoops it up, touches the bag, throws to first.
He's safe.
Runner is out at third, safe at first. So there's 2 down now, which brings up senior Foster DeGeneres.
Your batter, number 10, catcher, Foster DeGeneres. Foster's hit a ground ball to second and got hit on the hip.
All right, so once again, runners in scoring position. We have 2 down now, so this is the guy that I'd like to see at the plate right now. I'd like to see Foster hit it in the gap between right field and center field.
I'd like to see Foster hit a home run.
I'd like to see him hit a home run, too. In the dirt. Is that a curveball? I couldn't tell from this angle. It was a curveball in the dirt. First pitch curve to Foster DeGeneres. What do you think?
They wanted a called strike swing in there. Umpire said no. I don't think the bat ever crossed the plate.
I don't think it did either.
You never know. I mean, the bat started, but I don't think it crossed the plate.
He checked up pretty well, I thought. So 1 ball, no strikes for Foster DeGeneres. Runner at first and second. 2 down.
Left
Ball
it up
high.
again.
Yep, left it up.
They're going to walk him to get to Chase Day.
So you think they're going to walk him, just throw him high, just to try to see if they can get him to chase something?
Yep.
And Chase Day is, what, 0 for 2 today?
2 strikeouts.
2 strikeouts. So
I'm liking his odds to third time. I don't see that happening again.
I hope you're right.
3-0.
Yeah. He's pitching him high to see if he'll chase anything. So, well, if you're going to put him on, just put him on. Don't burn up your arm.
Yeah.
I guess they feel like they maybe can get him to, like I said, get him to chase something.
There's a lot of ball game here. If we'll get 2 runs here, maybe even 1 run here, and there's a lot of ball game.
Sure. A base hit here would turn the complexion of this game, I think.
Yeah, because we'll score from second.
Yeah.
Especially with the depth of these outfielders.
Not just the complexion of the game, but the energy, the momentum of this game would shift into the Dunham Tigers' favor.
3-0, you going to let him swing, Coach?
Absolutely. It's Foster DeGeneres. I'll let him swing. Call strike. You think he took it or he just took it?
I think he had to take on.
He had to take on, okay.
It's tough to do that when you're behind. You can do that. You can let him swing when you're ahead.
Yeah. So 3 balls, 1 strike.
Still 6 out of 10 times you're going to get out. Curveball.
3-1 pitch.
Up.
He walked him. So Chase Day comes up with bases loaded. 2 down. Tigers down 4-1. And Bon Rodriguez in to run for Foster DeGeneres. Timeout is called by the Redemptorist coach, Nick Hall. He's going to have a word with his pitcher and his catcher. Maybe just to help Chase Day think about it a little bit.
Our website is dunhamsports.org.
Dunhamsports.org, that's correct.
Make sure you tell people.
Yeah, call some friends, that's right. Tell some friends about our webcast. And here's Blake Landry working against Chase Day. 2 out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss. If you're active on Twitter, why don't you go ahead and follow us at Dunham Athletics, at Dunham Athletics on Twitter. You can comment, follow us, and be a part of the action here in Dunham baseball. There's a called strike on the outside corner.
Curveball up, took it.
0-2.
Come on, Chase, put the ball in play.
So Chase Day deep in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bases loaded. Here's Blake Landry. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Is that same curveball once again, and Blake Landry wins that battle, and the Dunham Tigers don't bring anything across the plate, so lots of base runners stranded today for the Tigers. 4-1 is still the score as we go to the top of the 5th inning here at Dunham Field in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Just a frustrating experience for the Tigers. Can't seem to get any runs across the plate. Do you think Landry is just that good, or are the Tigers just not seeing the ball? What's the deal here?
I think he's good. I think he's mixing 3 pitches, not 2. And he's something special today.
He sure is. He's not only hitting his spots, but like you said, he's using 3 pitches. He's got that curveball, he's got the slider, and he's got a fastball that he's locating very well. So some good things are happening for Blake Landry.
We've got to shorten up and put the ball in play.
That's right. We've got to get that ball. We've got to put the ball in play. We've got base runners. That's not the problem. It's just that we cannot seem to get those base runners around. So
I said at the beginning of the game we had to have timely hits, not a quantity of hits, but we had to have timely hits.
Timely hits.
And we have had 0.
That's well said. So Ben Marmon's still on the mound for the Tigers, and he's going to face the top of the order here with Russell Gage, Connor Callahan, and Jacob Stagg for the Redemptorist Wolves. And the Tigers need to get him out in a hurry.
At the
just
top
like
of the
they did
5th inning,
last
leading
inning.
off for the Redemptorist Wolves, Russell Gage.
Tigers need to get him out quickly like they did last inning so that we can get back in and get some at-bats here. Top of the 5th inning.
we've had our opportunities. We can't. It's tough to say Blake's just overwhelmed us given the amount of opportunities we've had.
Yeah, I would not say that we've been overwhelmed by that pitcher, but you're right. We just haven't been able to capitalize on what he's given us.
Out, he could get it.
That's right. So 2 balls, no strikes right now for Ben Marmond against Russell Gage.
Nine strikeouts he's got right now.
2-0 pitch. Foul. Little dribble here over by the dugout. As we mentioned, Russell Gage, a recruit for the LSU Tigers football team, a defensive back. 6'1", about 205.
He's got the body.
And I'm sure he's got the wheels if he hits the ball to the infield. So we've got to make a good throw here. Swing, foul, out of play. 2-2.
Let's make him earn it. Come on, Ben, right here. Make him earn it. No free passes. Got a 2-2 count here. Ben takes the set. Looks like we're going outside corner. This is inside corner.
Missed on the inside corner. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Russell Gage. Really need to get this leadoff batter out. 80% of full count pitches are fouled off.
I've heard that before.
You probably heard it from me. I love that stat. And there's a foul ball. So still 3-2. Still 3-2. Still 3-2. 4-1 is the score. Top of the 5th inning. Ben Marmon on the mound, working hard to eliminate the first batter for the Redemptorist Wolves.
Because a walk's a double, so we need to just say, might as well let him hit it.
And he walked him. So the leadoff batter is on base, which brings up center fielder Connor Callahan.
Your batter now, center fielder, number 2, Connor Callahan.
As Aaron announces to the crowd on hand, we got a crowd at, I don't know, I'd estimate somewhere around 100 people out here at Dunham Ballpark.
Thank you.
It looks like a
got him.
Looks like an active crowd. The throw to first is not in time, and Gage is still safe. Chase Day stumbles and falls backwards and attempts to make the tag, but Gage is safe at first. So very close. Connor Callahan shows bunt, and a balk is called. I think the play is dead, and a balk, I believe a balk is called. So Gage will advance to second base, and the batter will still be the batsman.
What did he do? I wasn't paying attention.
I did not. I could not tell. I looked up and
didn't come to a stop. I tried to make a bet with you that there'd be a balk call.
Yeah, that's what it was. He hesitated. He saw bunt, and I think it rattled him just a tad. You can see that little hesitation, and then he moved forward with his pitch. So it was a balk. So no pitch, and Gage is going, and he hit him. Dead ball. Callahan is hit by the pitch. He'll go to first, but Gage will have to go back to second base because it's a dead ball. So Marmon finding himself in a little,
number 11, catcher Jacob Stagg.
Finding himself in a little trouble right now. Nobody out. Got Gage at second, Callahan at first, which brings up Jacob Stagg. Once again, top of the order for the Redemptorist Wolves.
3-hole hitter here.
Leadoff hitter is at second. Batter number 2 is at first, and leadoff hitter at the plate. Nobody out.
He had a ground ball between short and third one time and walked.
Alec Dewey covering at second. Ball gets away from him. Gage is going to stay put. Well, I wish I could say this is a lot of drama going on here at the ballpark, but it just doesn't feel like it. It feels like the Tigers just can't quite get a grip on the club right now. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike to Jacob Stagg. So no balls, one strike, nobody out. Tigers need to get a few quick outs here. Wind blowing in right now, shifted slightly.
Need something good to happen.
Marmon looks to second.
Yeah, we just got to get the batter.
You got to love district play. Raucous crowd out here today. Very vocal. Makes it a lot more fun. Throw to second base. Bounces off Dewey into Reed May's glove just about. It looks like Gage dives back in.
I think Gage stopped it with his elbow or his shoulder.
Did it hit him?
Yeah.
Might have. He looks like he's hurting a little bit, and timeout will be called. The Tigers can scarcely afford to let any more runs score, but there are no outs right now, and so we've got to find a way to get some quick outs. Somebody needs to make a play here. Marmon calls timeout. So as DeGeneres and Marmon have a little word, we will too. We're going to talk about Louisiana Glass. Jim Berrigan, who's due out here any minute to come out and put some sliding glass in our booth.
We've been saying that a long time.
I know, we have. Maybe we need to call Jim again. But Jim is a big supporter. We really appreciate Jim and his work. We'd love to see it firsthand too. So here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch is a ball. I guess it's going to be low. 1-1. Louisiana Glass Incorporated, commercial glass installation and repair. Louisiana Glass, one of our field sponsors. 2 runners on base, nobody out. Marmon with a wheel move over to second, not in time.
We need to maintain our composure here. Composure will get us out of the inning. You can play with emotion batting. You can't play with emotion.
Gage is going long, hard hit, fly ball, deep center field. And John Austin Volland is back to make a great catch. First base is going to be in time for the out. That was an amazing play by John Austin
Volland to Alec Dewey to Chase Day.
That ball was hit hard on the screws, straightaway center field, right at Volland, but way over his head. He ran back and reached as high as he could to make the play. Threw into his cutoff, who relayed Alec Dewey over to first base for the out.
Number 15, left fielder Lee Whitaker.
So double play for the Tigers. That is exactly the kind of play that they needed at this moment. That was a creative play. Alec Dewey running in front of the runner.
That was the sucker play.
The sucker play to distract him. But Gage is back into the second base in time. So now 2 outs, runner on second base, which brings up Lee Whitaker. And the Tigers show some life defensively there.
Good pitch.
There's a nice pitch, and it's a ball. And Ben Marmon is looking like he really wanted that as a called strike. He was. I did too. I don't
know where that one missed.
I don't know where it missed either. But Marmon put his hands on his head like, "What in the world are you looking for?" So Whitaker, left-handed wheel move to second, not in time.
The glove side move's pretty good move. Kind of like it.
He's doing everything he can to keep Gage honest, because Gage has got excellent speed. Alec Dewey active back there as well. Swing, chopper, second base. Reed May picks it up, throws to first to make
Got
the
out
out.
of that inning.
Got out of that inning, like you said. Keep your composure, and the Dunham Tigers did keep their composure to get out of that inning. So the score, as we go into the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-1. Tigers still in a deficit, but showing some life on defense. Now we got to get the bats on, and so we'll see what they can do when we return after these messages on the Dunham Sports Network.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
We're back live at Dunham Field in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, webcasting on the Dunham Sports Network as district action as the Dunham Tigers host the Redemptorist Wolves in District 6-2A action. 4-1 the score. Blake Landry still on the mound for the Redemptorist Wolves. He's done an excellent job so far, Aaron, keeping the Tiger hitters off balance.
He's got the strikeouts. He's thrown 96 pitches. This is high school. Aaron Nola tries to get out without doing that in 9.
96 pitches, and we're in the 5th inning.
Yep.
And he's got 9 strikeouts, did you say?
Yes.
So he's kept the Dunham batters in check.
In the bottom of the 5th inning, leading off for the Dunham School Tigers, number 30, third baseman, Miles Mayhew.
So Miles Mayhew so far has been on base. He struck out 3 Chase Day has struck out 3 times. I thought you were talking about Miles Mayhew. Mayhew has
he's got on by 2 errors.
He's got on by 2 errors, no hits yet. He's a pull hitter, and he likes to get on base with a little bit of speed. He can hit the ball to the infield and beat the throw. Let's see what he does against Blake Landry, and he's hit by a pitch, and that one hurt. In the small of the back, another hit batsman by Blake Landry. Landry is motioned slightly. I don't know if you saw that, motion slightly over to Miles Mayhew, as Mayhew may take a glance at Landry there. So that's a second hit batsman, a second leadoff batsman to be hit.
I've got him right in the square in the middle of the lower back.
We're going to have some bruises tomorrow, no doubt about it.
Anybody warming up down there? I can't see.
I do not see anybody warming up in the Wolves bullpen right now.
With a hoodie on.
So Ben Marmond is going to be the hitter now for the
outs,
Dunham
your batter
Tigers.
Number 1, the pitcher, Ben Marmond.
So a base runner for the Tigers. The leadoff runner is on. And there's a fly ball. Right field. Looks like it's edging foul. And they can't get there, and the ball is foul. Was not quite out of play, but it's a foul ball. The right fielder just couldn't make it there in time. So strike 1 for Ben Marmond. You got to believe that Landry might be getting tired, but he has done an excellent job, like I said, of getting the strikeouts and keeping the hitters off balance, and he's getting strikeouts exactly when he needs them to keep the base runners from advancing across.
He's just a bulldog.
He really is. He's a competitor. Checks the runner at first. Mayhew. There's a hard line drive shot, and it is going foul, out of play. That went
He's
past
gone oppo twice.
a little bit past Truck Alley.
The book says you throw him inside then if he's going oppo.
So Mayhew takes his lead at first base. And Marmond, no balls, 2 strikes. A swing and a miss. The ball hits the dirt, and the throw down to second base is in time. So Mayhew is out at second. A steal attempt just didn't work, and Marmond is...
That wasn't a steal. That was, he thought that the ball was loose, and he
thought it was a pass ball, so he tried to take the base.
Strike rule. He was, first base was occupied.
First base is occupied, which means that Marmond cannot advance.
Josh Ellis.
And so since Marmond cannot advance, if a ball's not gloved, then he needs to stay put. So here's Josh Ellis. And there's a hard line drive foul down the left base. I did it again. Down the third base line. Driven foul. So we got 2 outs. Josh Ellis. No balls. 1 strike against the senior left fielder, Josh Ellis. There's a curve ball, left it up. We've seen that a number of times today, too.
Yep.
Second baseman Reed May on deck. There's a fly ball foul out of play.
He's at 110 pitches. Two pitches.
102 pitches for Blake Landry. And 61 of them for strikes.
Basically 60%.
Here's pitch number 103. Line drive, fly ball deep in the gap.
God, why couldn't
left
we
field.
have done that with all the
And that
runners
ball
on
hits the
base?
fence and rolls back, and Josh Ellis is in with a stand-up double. So Josh Ellis delivers. I thought that ball might have been out of here. Deep fly ball, hit the fence and dribbled back in. So in for a stand-up double.
12, second baseman Reed May.
Yeah, why couldn't he have done that when we had bases loaded, huh?
Yep.
That's just, one of those things. That's baseball. Here's Reed May with 2 down. Josh Ellis on second base now. Gosh, that was a pretty hit.
Come on, Reed May. Get us one here.
Start a 2-out rally. There's a hard chopper to third base. Third baseman picks it up, makes the throw to first. Not good. Not a good throw. Josh Ellis will round third and come on in home. It'll score the run.
That wasn't good base running.
No, Josh Ellis was on top of the guy, on top of the third baseman when he fielded the ball. But we got away with it with an errant throw by the third baseman. It scores the run, so it's 4-2.
Your batter now, number 2, right fielder, Andrew Wilkinson.
So with 2 down, Andrew Wilkinson comes on to see if he can do a little bit more damage. Reed May trying to stretch it a little bit. He looks like he might have been a little gimpy on that last play. He was hit by a pitch his previous at-bat. This time it's a chopper to third. Third baseman gloved the ball pretty well, just made an errant throw, but he could have almost easily, it seemed like to me, tagged out Josh Ellis, but Ellis held up just in time, so he decided to make the throw, which was errant. And so, Reed May looks a little gimpy. He looks like he's hurt, so
Looks like that's a hamstring.
it might be. So Bond Rodriguez comes in to run for Reed May. As trainer Mike Welch meets Reed May at the baseline he's holding his quadriceps, so it might be a quad issue. I don't know. So the Tigers managed to get a run on Josh Ellis's double, and then from an error by the third baseman, which brings up Andrew Wilkinson, senior right fielder, and as a left-hander as well. And here's Andrew Wilkinson. Swing and a miss. A good strike on the outside corner.
Swung right through it.
He sure did. He looked like he was almost ahead of it. 2 down. Tigers need a hit out of Andrew Wilkinson to move Bond Rodriguez.
Short lead at first.
Same pitch, another fastball.
Fastball outside corner, trying to pull it.
That's right. It's hard to pull that fastball, especially when you're facing a pitcher like Blake Landry. Take what they give you. Go opposite field if you can. 0-2 for Andrew Wilkinson.
They're going outside again.
Called strike 3. Wow, the Tigers just cannot seem to get a hit when they need it the most. And so we go to the top of the 6th inning. The Tigers can't produce a run. Well, they did produce one run, but can't seem to get a rally going. But one run is in, so it's 4-2. Dunham Tigers down against a crosstown rival, the Redemptorist Wolves. Blake Landry doing a good job of keeping the Tiger batters off balance, and Ben Marmon steps back to the mound for Dunham. Some of our on-field sponsors we want to mention this afternoon. Gage Telephone, more than just telephones. They do inside wire maintenance. They do wiring. They do cabling. They do cloud backup. This is a technology company, not just a telephone company. Technology is what they do. Gage Telephone, based in Houma, but then they moved to Baton Rouge years ago. 30-plus-year-old company, locally based, locally owned by Greg Wood and his family. Gage Telephone. So for office systems, telephones, computer networks, and cloud backup, Gage Telephone is the one to call. We also want to say thank you to Janelle Tessier, State Farm agent. Our State Farm agents are great friends. Janelle Tessier is a big supporter of Dunham. We appreciate her
Top
support.
of the 6th inning, your
in
first
the Dunham
batter, first
Athletics.
baseman, number 16, Caleb Nunez.
Also Red Stick Sports. Red Stick Sports providing equipment for Dunham, also providing advice, and being a big part of Dunham Athletics for many, many years. Red Stick Sports on Essen Lane, and also a location in Prairieville, I believe. So here's Caleb Nunez for the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
I said Timberwolves again, didn't I? He shows bunt for a strike. It's the Wolves. What is it with me in basketball all of a sudden? The Redemptorist Wolves.
Nunez.
Maybe I should just say Wolf Pack. Does that help? I should just say
Nunez
Wolf
has
Pack.
punched it to right field and hit the second baseman, so he's gone oppo both times.
It's ball low for 1-1.
71 pitches for Marmon versus 108 for Landry. He's a workhorse. We've had more base runners than they've had.
And I'll bet you we're going to see Landry again.
I bet we see Landry again, too. Though he's got his jacket on.
Well, it's getting a little chilly out there right now, so I would imagine a lot of those guys have their jackets on. 57 degrees. The wind has died down considerably. That's foul ball out of play.
He's going totally oppo. Volland moves in center field appropriately. As you can see, Volland's way overshaded.
Volland is going to shade to his left, and Josh Ellis is going to stay where he is. Andrew Wilkinson is in.
Quite shallow.
Swing and a miss
Attaboy,
for strike
Ben
three.
Marmon.
Ben Marmon gets a strikeout. That's exactly what we needed to get that leadoff batter.
Number 14, third baseman, Jeremy Gajon.
Gajan? I don't know. Cajun guy.
He struck out and flat out to left field.
Gajan. Curveball popped up and it is out of play. That's right. Tigers looking to get some outs quickly, get into their chance to bat here in the 6th inning. 4-2 the score. Fly ball down the left side, and it's going foul.
I couldn't tell whether it stayed in the field or not.
It's hard to tell because the dugout is in our way when they look at the baseline there, so.
No, it didn't. We're going to get it.
It's out of play, okay.
Who we got up next inning?
So 0-2 on Gajan.
Top of the lineup next inning. We can get out of this. We can make it interesting.
So one down, 0-2. Pop up, back behind us, out of play.
We're setting up on the outside corner, and Ben's missing in. He's thrown a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
He's got good stuff on it. I'm not real sure. We got the pinpoint control we had at the start of the game.
We got a left-hander that they've been warming up in the bullpen. Your son, Nick Brooks, Saw him with his sweatshirt on warming up there just a few minutes ago.
Good curveball.
There's a good curveball, a swing, and a miss. Tags him. What did he call? It's a foul ball. It's an 0-2 pitch. He swung and he called it a foul ball, so I'm assuming, well,
No,
maybe
he called
not.
him out.
He called him out. Okay. He called him out. So there's 2 down now.
Your
Gajon
batter,
goes
number
down.
10, right fielder Luke Jackson.
Gajon goes down, so it's nobody on base, 2 outs.
We can have a sterling inning right here. Come on. It's
Luke
2
Jackson
strikeouts.
up.
We need a third one.
Ball low. You know, Marmond is
He's fault.
He's battled the whole entire game, and he's really done a pretty good job. I know it's 4-2 right now, but my goodness, when you can't give any run support, when you can't bring base runners across the path, you can't blame the pitcher. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Good
Swing
pitch
and a miss. Hadn't given up a hit since the first inning. So Marmond's done a very good job of keeping I almost said it again, the Wolfpack in check.
Well, one of the hits he got in the first inning could have been an out, the second batter.
That's a pass ball. I would not call that a wild pitch. DeGeneres just couldn't quite get a glove on it, but no harm done. 2 balls, 1 strike on Luke Jackson.
Okay, we don't need any walks right here. Let's make him earn it. He's flied out to shortstop, hit a weak ball back to the pitcher. Right there.
Ooh, laced it. Foul ball.
It was inside, and he couldn't keep it fair.
Just almost hit the third base coach, Daniel Jewett. Jewett at third base coaching, and he's got his helmet on. He was paying attention, thank goodness.
2-2. We need an out pitch in one of these 2 pitches.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on.
Breathe in and throw us a pitch right here. Good
Foul
curve.
ball.
Good
That's
curve.
a good curve ball, that's right. Foul ball back behind the plate. So Marmond battling.
Still got 2 pitches to get one by him here. He's just trying to put the ball in play.
Center fielder Vollen still shaded slightly to his left.
Right there.
Foul
Another
ball
good
out of
pitch.
play. Or back behind the plate, rather. Still 2-2 the count.
Here comes a vicious curveball. We're going to put him in the book right here.
Well, let's hope so. Crowd's making noise. Here's the pitch.
Curveball. Oh!
Where did that miss?
It was low. He had to block it
A
up.
little bit low. Okay. So full count now to Luke Jackson.
Come on, Ben Marmon, right here. Make him earn it.
Here's the payoff pitch. Chopper, third base. Miles Mayhew gloves the ball, throws to first. And it's in time, but it's bobbled. It's not picked by Chase Day at first base. Just a little hop, and Chase Day couldn't quite handle it, and the run is safe at first. The runner, rather, is safe at first.
2 outs. Your batter is now number 3, the designated hitter, Chris Duncan.
Well, Mayhew did a good job of putting a glove on it and making the throw, but Day just couldn't quite handle that hop into his glove and right back out again, so the runner
It was a
will be
funky bounce
safe.
at third.
It was. It was a tough
funky
play to
bounce.
make.
But the throw beat him.
So base runner on base now. Ball high.
Come on, Ben. Let's finish the inning right here.
Chris Duncan, the designated hitter at bat. 1 ball, no strikes. Move to first. Not in time.
Tigers have played relatively good defense. We've had only 2 errors this game. That's the jinx, me bringing it up. So let's just hope we get
Well,
a
I hope
ground
not.
ball here.
I hope not. Two balls, no strikes.
2-0. We need to throw this one right down the middle.
We got 2 down. We just need to get this batter out. Move to first.
This is their second base runner. He's the one who could steal. He said the paper said he had 16 stolen bases, and we all know the paper's always right.
Well, whether it's 16, 14, or 17, shows bunt, pulls back, called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
He was throwing a curveball there. I'm betting they're stealing here.
Well, I have a feeling that that showing bunt right there was really to try to draw a balk again. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 2-2 now.
Helpful zone. The outside corner is always bigger about Bell's high.
And does it seem like it gets a little wider the later we get in the game?
Yeah, everybody's tired. Come on, Ben, finish this one. You had the other one 2-2.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball out of play. Using up a lot of baseballs today.
That's what you pay your tuition
That's
for.
why. That's why we pay that high school athletic association fee, I guess. Still 2-2 the count. Runner going. No throw. So Luke Jackson advances to second base into scoring position, and it's a full count.
Full count here. We need to make a pitch. I'm afraid if we don't make a pitch here, we may have a change in the pitcher.
And so, runner on second base. Here's a full count payoff
strike
pitch.
right here.
Runner going. Foul ball behind the plate.
Hey, maybe the time to call the wheel play again because he was gone.
Reed May back at second base. Looked like he was hurting earlier. He's back in action now. Alec Dewey at shortstop for the Dunham Tigers. Full count. Foul ball once again behind the plate. You got to love high school baseball. You got to love the crowd noise.
I like it a whole lot
you
better
like the
when we're ahead.
popcorn. That's true. You got to like it. If we're ahead, you got to love it.
That's right.
A lot of folks on hand right now. Still plenty of room in the stands, but on a cool night, nothing better to do. There's the move to second base. Not in time.
Full count. Now we need to get focused on the batter.
Chris Duncan is the batter. Ben Marmond, payoff pitch. Walked him. And Joey Thibodeau is going to call time. He's going to go out and have a word with Ben Marmond, and we'll see if there's a pitcher replacement or not. So Ben Marmond's done a great job. He's
gotten 2-2 counts on the last 2 batters and just couldn't
just couldn't ring him up. Just couldn't ring him up. That's story of Dunham's life is just couldn't quite finish what they start. They get base runners, can't bring them across. Couple of really good opportunities, several really good opportunities. Base runners every inning and just couldn't do it. Now we've got
your batter, number 6, the second baseman, Cameron Callahan.
Got a couple of pitching opportunities to get some outs and can't quite deliver. So Marmond's going to stay on, and Callahan's going to come up to bat with runners at first and second with 2 down. Top of 6, Dunham Field. There's a chopper to shortstop. Flips it over to second base. Reed May's there to make the play for out number 3. And so no run score. And Marmon does his job to
First three
get out of
batters
the
for the
inning.
Dunham Tigers in the bottom of the sixth. Volin, Dewey, DeGeneres.
So like you said, we're coming back to the top of the order now. Top of the order for the Dunham Tigers, John Austin Volin, Alec Dewey, Foster, DeGeneres. That's who you want to bat here as we go bottom of the sixth inning. And we'll take a break, and we'll be right back after these messages on the Dunham Sports Network.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
We're back live at Dunham Field in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, webcasting on Dunham Sports Network. We appreciate your joining us. We've got a, bless you.
Excuse me.
We've got a 4-2 score in a district matchup. Dunham hosting Redemptorist Wolves, not Timberwolves. So, all right, top of the order coming up. John Austin Volin. Aaron, what are they going to see from Blake here?
He's got to be tired. I would expect more off speed just because the fastball hadn't got as much on it. He knows that. Coach knows that. They're very well coached. We are in a position where we probably have no right to be, but we can win this game.
Volin with a sort of a check swing, low in on the hands, foul ball out of play, or high in on the hands rather, foul ball out of play. So
fastball on his hands right there. I don't know if it got him or not, but he was definitely swinging.
So what has he done so far? Is it
got hit by a pitch and struck out twice.
Struck out twice and hit by a pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Foul ball out of play, and just like that, Volin is down in the count, 0-2.
Curveball there.
So yeah, Blake has thrown quite a few pitches, 110 plus. He's got to be getting tired at some point. If he can locate, then he'll go the distance. There's a curveball.
Wasted one in the dirt.
In the dirt, so 1 ball, 2 strikes to John Austin Volin. Volin is due.
That's the ultimate statement there.
He is really due. We need to get some base runners and get our bats on.
That was there.
There's a call, strike 3. That was a good pitch, good location. That's one that John Austin Volin would love to have back because he can hit a fastball a ton. He just hadn't been able to deliver today. So it brings up the shortstop, Alec Dewey.
Your batter, shortstop, number 4, Alec Dewey.
So 1 down. Ball high.
It's like we've almost got the newspaper jinx. The ones who batting averages we talked about in the paper, Volin, Day.
They haven't been able to do much today.
It's like the Sports Illustrated curse.
There's a ball outside. 4-2. Dunham Tigers down by 2 runs. Bottom of the 6th inning. District action. Tigers versus the Wolves. There's a called strike outside corner. Alec Dewey, a sophomore.
He struck out, flied out to second, and hit fielder's choice at third.
Shortstop and a pitcher for the Tigers. And he hit him.
That was not on the throwing shoulder, so that's okay.
He hit him on the left, looked like the left upper arm. So
Foster DeGeneres is fixing to tie this ballgame.
Foster DeGeneres comes
Your
up to the
batters,
bat.
number 10, the catcher, Foster DeGeneres.
Foster DeGeneres has 3 or 4 home runs, 2 or 3 home runs on the season. He can hit the long ball. He's a specialist at hitting doubles into the gap. So let's see what he can do here.
Dewey ought to not get an ounce off of first base and let our 2 home run hitters swing.
He's got a pretty good lead.
That was a good take. That was a good curveball.
Good curveball in for a strike. That's right. It's not his pitch, not something he can drive. Foster DeGeneres, one of the few seniors on this team. 0-1 pitch.
Now, that was 2 distinct sets.
I agree. That's a ball, but I agree that just it's just unusual. I've not really.
I mean, when you stop, you don't get to set again.
So that's a ball. So it's 1-1 to DeGeneres. Dewey takes a pretty commanding lead there. Move to first. Back in time, but barely.
It's a 2-run ball game. He needs to be close to the bag.
Well, especially with a hitter like DeGeneres at the plate.
Yeah, with DeGeneres and Chase, let them have their swings. I'll give each of them. I'll take all 6 of their swings to tie this ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. Henry steps off the rubber, but steps back in. 1-1 pitch. Oh, no way. He called it a strike.
Yep.
Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It didn't look like it was over the plate, but that's why he's the umpire and I'm just up here in the booth.
Now Dewey needs to get off a little bit more because he's just got to put it in play. And we've got to try to stop the double play. A little bit bigger lead here.
Timeout call by DeGeneres. Foster DeGeneres, by the way, is a distant relative of Ellen DeGeneres, believe it or not. Little known and even less cared for fact, but it's true. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Foster DeGeneres.
A distant fact.
A distant fact. Little known and even less cared for distant fact. Dewey still got a big lead at first. Timeout again. Little gamesmanship going on out here.
Yep. Pitcher's fixing to get ordered to pitch. Now here comes a quick pitch. See, the umpire stopped it. Exactly what that was. That was a quick pitch.
Now tell me about that again. What do you mean quick pitch?
He was already starting it before he was given the sign to play. He had already come into set, and he was fixing to throw it quick.
Okay. So here's the pitch now.
Good job of umpiring there.
Ball outside. So the umpire's trying to control the pace of the game and not put that in the hands of the pitcher. Is that what you're saying?
He's trying not to let the batter get abused
by unnecessary delay and then quick pitch him out right after that.
Changing the pace of the game.
2-2 the count. Curveball, base hit up the middle. Gage gloves the ball, but he cannot make the throw, and it's a base hit up the middle, which advances the runner. Nice piece of hitting by Foster DeGeneres. And Coach Thibodeau tells him to stay where he is. He will not have a courtesy runner, which brings up the cleanup hitter, Chase Day.
Number 20, Chase Day. Okay, Chase.
And I called him the cleanup hitter on purpose.
If you're due, you're due, Chase.
Day has 3 strikeouts on the day so far. So he is more than due, overdue. There's no wind blowing to speak of in the field right now. Curveball for a strike. There's 1 down. And after Day would be Miles Mayhew on deck. 4-2 the score. Chopper back up the middle. Gage, shortstop, picks up the ball, can't hang on to it.
Bases loaded.
Now we've got bases loaded. He can't hang on to the ball.
That's a hit.
And so Chase Day gets an infield hit. There's still 1 down, and here comes Miles Mayhew, third baseman, sophomore.
That's that 4.6, 4.5 speed there. We got 1 out. Your batter, number 30, third baseman, Miles Mayhew.
So the Tigers need to do something offensively here. We've had base runners the entire ball game, and we really haven't been able to deliver much. Manufacturing runs at best. So now we need to get a base hit to score some runs. Miles Mayhew at bat. On deck, Ben Marmond.
He's got on base by 2 errors and been beaned.
Chopper, foul, down the third base, just beyond the dugout.
Right now, I just want him to put the ball in play.
Yeah, get the ball and play runner at third base. We got to get him in.
Their infield's playing in again. That is unconventional. Generally you try to turn the double play, get out of the inning. Look at all the outfielders are shallow too.
Outfielders are shallow.
Lord,
Boy,
if Miles could get one, we could have 3 runs.
If he could even just a base hit could tie this ball game
Come on, Miles
quickly.
Mayhew. Outside.
It's a ball outside. I've seen that pitch called for a strike.
That one was a little up too.
Okay, so it's 1-1.
See, I'm of the theory all umpire strike zones are egg-shaped.
Well, you're probably right.
Belt high, the plate's a little bit wider. Come on, Miles Mayhew, right here. Come 30.
1-1. Swing and fouled out of play.
Good cut.
Back behind the plate, rather. Good cut. Yeah, he looked like he's seeing it. Just couldn't get all the metal on it.
If he's seeing it, he'd have hit it.
Well, you're right.
Okay.
If he was seeing it better, he'd have hit
He
it.
took a good cut. I don't know that he was seeing it. That's the problem. He wasn't seeing it.
Well, maybe now he's going to see it. 1 ball,
That's
2
what I
strikes
like.
for Miles Mayhew. Bases loaded. Dunham Tigers need a hit.
Come on, Miles. Square him up.
Fly ball.
Tag.
Right center. Shallow right center. Play is made. The runner is not going to tag. And the Wolfpack likes that, so the out is made in shallow right field, right center. And the runner does not tag wisely, I think.
Your batter, number 1, the pitcher, Ben Marmond.
So still have bases loaded now, 2 down. Ben Marmond has to deliver with getting on base safely somehow. We got Alec Dewey, the runner at third.
We are going to get a hit.
Foster
timely hit.
DeGeneres, the runner at second. Chase Day, the runner at first. 2 down, 4-2. Tigers down by 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning in district action.
We are going to get a timely hit.
And here's the pitcher, Ben Marmond.
Up, that a boy.
Ball
Leave him alone.
high.
That ball was up. Come on, Ben Marmond. Square one up right here, biggin.
Marmond needs to help himself out with a base hit here.
2 balls.
Ball high.
Okay, Coach, you going to let him pitch?
128 pitches for Blake Landry. The catcher wants a word with his pitcher. We're sporting a beautiful, I don't know if it's full, but it looks full from here.
They called that on the paper this morning
blood
a
moon.
blood moon.
The blood moon. Yeah, I read that.
Now, I'm colorblind, but that doesn't look red. That looks orange to me.
It looks a little orange, yeah. 2 balls, no strikes to Ben Marmond. Blake Landry working hard, 128 pitches. Bases loaded. It was a called strike.
That was just a take groover.
Alec Dewey standing on third base, wanting desperately to come in home. Foster DeGeneres at second base.
The one I want to come home is Foster.
Yeah, that'll be the tying run. 2-1 pitch.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Okay, Coach, you going to let him swing?
3-1. I would say.
I would say no.
I'm going to say no because he's pitched
130 pitches.
Yeah.
If all else fails, I want him to have to throw an extra pitch.
That's right. The likelihood of him doing it now, if it's 3-2, that's a different story. But no, it's not. 3-2 protect the plate. So we'll see. 2 down now. Bases loaded. 3 balls, 1 strike against Ben Marmond. No, it's the strike. It's a called strike. Wow. All right, the count is full.
Runners
Bases
are
loaded.
going to be moving.
Everybody's going to be moving. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Ben Marmond is
We are going to get a timely hit.
doing his best
Willing
to keep his team, give his team an edge. So
Okay, Ben Marmond.
Landry takes a big breath, and Marmond steps up, stares him down. Runner's going. Foul ball.
Boy, Ben. Okay, this is a time when you don't want to get picked.
That 3-2 pitch.
Two-step walking lead. Foster, don't get silly out there.
Don't get careless on the bases.
Yes,
That's right.
Don't get careless now. That's not. Those 2 extra steps don't matter.
Marmond wisely fouling that pitch off at that fastball outside corner. So 3-2 pitch now. Here we go. Runner's moving, and it's a hard shot right at the second baseman. Line drive right at the second baseman. Wow. So the Dunham Tigers can't deliver on the bases loaded situation, leave some more runners stranded. My, oh my, what a difficult situation for the Tigers. Load up the bases and cannot seem to get the timely hit. Marmond put some metal on it, but just couldn't deliver on the hit. A little soft liner right at the second baseman. So I feel like the air just got let out of my tires.
Me too.
So, golly, that's a challenge. So now the Tigers have to get it mentally together and hope that they can keep the Wolves from scoring any more runs, and we'll be in good shape to come back at the bottom of the 7th inning. So Ben Marmond back on the mound for the Dunham Tigers. Done an excellent job. I don't know what his pitch count is. It's got to be around 85 or 90 at this point.
He's got the top of the lineup here. Russell Gage, Connor Callahan, and Jacob Stagg.
So top of the lineup, Ben Marmond's going to be facing, like you said, and that's a challenge. Russell Gage, the LSU recruit, up to lead off, the leadoff hitter, and he's going to lead off this inning, top of the 7th inning. Tigers down 4-2. I want to say thanks to some of our sponsors here. Platinum level sponsors, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, and Guarantee Broadcasting. We appreciate their support. All they do for Dunham Athletics, they're platinum level sponsors on the Dunham Sports Network. Tell your friends about Dunham, and you can tweet us as well if you want to follow the game or any other games that we are webcasting at Dunham Athletics on Twitter, at Dunham Athletics on Twitter. You can follow us, you can communicate with us, and you can talk with us back and forth. So we really enjoy it. So you can do that from anywhere. So we love
Leading
to
off the top
webcast.
of the 7th inning, number 7, shortstop, Russell Gage.
And we webcast all over the World Wide Web, as they say. So we have viewers in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Mountain Home, Arkansas, and all the way through Texas. Top of the 7th inning, Ben Marmond back on the mound for the Tigers against Russell Gage. And he takes for ball 1. Oh, gosh.
Pitcher just
I just wanted to chew my fingernails. Go ahead.
Coach just yelled out. He's thrown a lot of pitches. Be selective. And I'm like, what has your pitcher done?
There's a called strike. He was not
That was the outside corner that he called against us.
1-1 the count. Just couldn't get the curveball to come around, and it hit him. So once again, the Tigers put the leadoff batter on base for the inning.
Your batter, number 2, center fielder, Connor Callahan. It's going to be a steal and a bunt.
That curveball just got away from Ben Marmond. So yeah, steal and a bunt.
Steal and a bunt's coming.
I mean, what is his speed? He's got to have 4.5, 4.6 speed.
Yep, or better.
Or better. Big lead again.
That's the way to get him right there is Foster. He's got that big lead, throw to first and back pitch.
Especially on that outside pitch.
I pitch out here, and I tell Foster to throw it one place or the other. He's gone. He's gone.
I think he's moving, yeah.
Come on, Blue, give us a call.
How many throws over to first have we had in this game? It must be 30.
Yep, I would agree.
It's not a stat I'm used to keeping, but I can tell you there's been a lot of throws to first base, a lot of respect for these runners on both sides. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0. Low in the dirt. Connor Callahan, one of the 3 Callahans in the lineup for the Wolfpack.
Here he's going to go. You know they're going to steal him. That's an asset.
Throw back to first. Not in time.
I'd sure like a double play ball here.
Oh, that'd be nice. It's going to be hard with the speed like.
Be easier to get him at second.
Yeah,
than
that's
at
right.
first.
You're exactly right. Throw to first again. Yeah, I'd rather try the double play with him running from first to second than with him
at the plate.
At the plate, yeah. Two balls, no strikes to Callahan. Marmon from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch.
That was a nice pitch.
Yeah, that was right where it needed to be. Marmon to Callahan. It's a ball high, a little bit inside. 3-1.
Marmon's done the job. Cannot complain about the job Ben Marmon's done. Bordering on outstanding.
I agree. I mean, for a district matchup to do what he's done, there's a line drive in the gap. Right center. Here comes Gage. He comes to third, and he's going to hold up at third. So base hit's going to advance Gage to third. Got runners on the corners and nobody out. Just left that one a little bit over the fat part of the plate. And
your batter, number 11, catcher, Jacob Stagg.
It's a good piece of hitting by Callahan. So Jacob Stagg, the catcher, steps up. Nobody out. Runner at third base, and a fast one at that.
Okay, we need to get him at the plate, but that's going to be a tough get.
If we can get a dribbler back to the mound, that'd be good. Strikeout would be good. Move to first. Back safely. I agree. Marmon has done everything that you could ask him to do.
That's the first hit he's given up since the first inning. Good job by DeGeneres. Timeout, Tigers.
Timeout now. Joey Thibodeau, I think he's ready for a pitching change here. And it looks like we will have a pitching change.
Ben Marmon, ladies and gentlemen. 1 hit since the first inning. Outstanding job.
So as Nick Brooks, the left-handed junior, steps up to come in a relief for Ben Marmon. We're going to take a little pause here for some messages on the Dunham Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
We're back live as we have a pitching change for the Dunham Tigers. The score right now at Dunham Field, 4-2. The Dunham Tigers down by 2 runs. And Ben Marmon goes 6 full innings and then some, and is replaced in relief by Nick Brooks, the left-hander, who's going to try to shut down the Wolves, and the Tigers hopefully can come back to bat in the 7th inning and get 3 runs and end this thing with a victory. So, Aaron, what can you tell us about Nick Brooks other than the fact that he's your son?
Well, he lives and dies by being able to hit the outside corner with his fastball and have a 12-6 curve. So that's what we're going to have to do.
Well, you've seen 6 innings of a hard-throwing right-hander, so now we put in a lefty here that can hit his spots and get a little crafty here and to see if it makes a difference. Foul, out of play.
That was a fastball that missed its spot. That was not what we wanted to do, but got away with it.
Runners on the corners now, nobody out. Russell Gage on third base, a speedster. 1 ball, 1 strike now is the count.
12-6 right there.
There's a good strike.
Good curveball.
Called strike, curveball.
Okay, you got 3 to get him, Nick. You don't have to do it here.
The catcher, Jacob Stagg, the hitter right now. 1-2, the count. Curveball outside.
That was the teaser. He was making sure it went down. He's got a bad habit of the curveball coming across the plate and hitting the batter's back foot. That was just an overreaction there.
That was a 2-strike pitch. So it's 2-2 the count. Right at him. Fastball right at him. Fouled back behind the plate. Still 2-2.
Okay, let's have a 12-6 curveball. Nick Brooks right here.
Looked like a fastball outside corner, protecting the plate. Fouled back out of play.
Went for the outside corner.
Yeah.
Nothing. He got a place to put him, so.
2-2 the count. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Curveball. He drives it deep, hard into the gap. Left center field. Josh Ellis picks it up. Gage is going to score. And the runner from first will advance to third. Well, he hit that one hard.
Yep.
That's just a good piece of hitting by
Batter
Stagg.
number 15, left fielder Lee Whitaker.
It's going to bring up left-hander Lee Whitaker, who's also the left fielder. 5-2 now the score. Top of the 7th inning.
Okay, now you got to use your left-handed curveball against the left-hander.
First and third situation. DeGeneres calls the play. Tigers need to get some outs here.
Yep. Okay, need a wicked curveball here.
There's a good curve ball. It's a ball high.
Hit the outside corner right here.
There it is, outside corner. And the Wolves fans don't like it much. 1 ball, 1 strike. You can kind of hear that, can't you? They don't like that call. There, he almost went for that one, didn't he? That was a little bit low. 1-1, you saw him kind of turn like he wanted to. That's right, his body language said strike, but he didn't call it, so. Here's Brooks. Nice curveball.
There you go. That was
nice,
a good one.
wicked curveball for a swing and a miss. He missed it by 1.5 feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Whitaker. The ball actually got by DeGeneres. The runners didn't go anywhere. Jacob Stagg at third base. There's that curveball again. Nobody going. Nick Brooks over to cover. Well, runner at first going. So Joseph Kimbrough, the runner, courtesy runner from first to second now.
Nick played all fall ball with Lee Whitaker, the batter.
So lefty on lefty. Is it 3-2?
I think it's 2-2.
Full count. 2-2 or 3-2? There's 3-2, and he walked him.
Your batter, number 16, first baseman Caleb Nunez.
So bases loaded, nobody out. Tigers in trouble. Nick Brooks on the mound. Number 16, Caleb Nunez, comes to bat for the Wolves. Brooks delivers. Foul, out of play. Pitches are looking good. I mean, the way it's coming out of his hand, the ball looks good.
Needs a two-seam right here and let it tail away. Right there.
There's a call strike. Nice job.
Now, come on now. Have an out pitch, Nick.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Have an out pitch.
Both these teams battling for undefeated
Wave fastball.
in district play. There's a pitch out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both teams sporting a 4-win, no-loss record in district play, so this is the rubber match here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That was a good cut and an excellent pitch by Nick Brooks.
Batter number 14, Jeremy Gajon.
1 down now. That helped an awful lot with the bases loaded.
Need to get 2 here. We're still playing to get him at the plate.
Jeremy Gajon now against Nick Brooks. 1 down. Ball outside. Caleb Day delivers some baseballs to the umpire. Got to call it when he gets on the field, man. So Nick Brooks now 1 ball, no strikes against Gajon. Bases loaded. Ground ball, shortstop actually gets past third baseman for a base hit. Gonna score a run. Just almost gloved it at third base. Almost. So another run scores, and it's 6-2. Tigers down by 4.
Your batter now, number 10, Luke Jackson.
So here's Luke Jackson, still 1 down. And the Wolves have a couple in the top of the 7th inning. Brooks from the stretch. Curveball misses. Ball 1. Fastball.
Okay, now get your focus back. So strike.
2 balls, no strikes. There's a strike. Fastball.
A little bit up, but he got the call.
1 out, bases loaded. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nick Brooks working hard from the mound for the Tigers.
That was I wasn't focused. He started back over.
That was low for ball 3. Luke Jackson in the box. That was inside for ball 4. And another run walks in for the Wolves to make it 7-2. That was close.
Your batter, Chris Duncan.
The designated hitter Duncan steps in. Still just 1 down for the Tigers, bases loaded. And the Tigers are just starting to sense. There's a nice pitch, called strike, outside corner.
That's what he's got to do right there.
Yeah, that's what he's got to just got to work that corner, work that curveball, and throw that fastball for a strike on the outside corner. Keep it away from him. Get some outs and get out of this and get the foul ball out of play. And get out of the top of this inning so we can get some bats on. The Tigers have come back from bigger deficits this season.
Okay, we got an 0-2 count. We've had 0-2 counts on 2 of these batters and couldn't get the 3rd strike. Throw the 2-seam, let it ride.
Curve ball. It's a good 0-2 pitch.
Wouldn't bite.
We need an out.
Yep, we need a strikeout.
That's right, and here it is right here.
And now all of a sudden the inside corner's not there.
Yeah, that pitch, I think twice now, it's not there now. So it's 2-2 now. Bases loaded, one out. 7-2. Wolves have 3 in this inning.
There you go.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice pitch. Living on that outside corner. Brooks records a strikeout.
Your batter, number 6, Cameron Callahan.
So there's 2 down now, and Coach Thibodeau is going to walk to the mound to have a discussion with his pitcher, Nick Brooks.
Interesting time for a discussion.
It really is. You just, got 2 outs now, bases loaded.
I think he's saying you don't want to face Russell Gage, the next batter. Whatever you do, throw strikes.
You're down by 5 runs. And what's that? We're at the 2 hour. Yeah, you said it was 2 hours and 45 minutes on this ball game. So this is a long one, long ball game. And I want to say thanks to one of our field sponsors, RimQuest, remediation, environmental remediation, groundwater and soil remediation. We want to say thanks to Frank Manali and Greg Booth and Willie Day for their support. RimQuest, one of our field sponsors. After 4 innings, the score LSU 10, Southern Miss 5. For all you LSU fans out there, 10-5, LSU leads Southern Miss after 4 innings.
Throw a fastball.
1 ball, no strikes. Nick Brooks.
Number 9-hole hitter.
2-seam fastball misses on the outside. 9-hole hitter, that's right. Cameron Callahan. On deck is Russell Gage. There's a good strike.
All the way back, Nick, right here.
2-1. There's a good call right there. It's a strike on the inside. Called strike 2-2.
Nothing to complain about that one.
Nah, I mean, he's called that pitch low before, but he called it a strike this time. So 2-2 now. Fouled back behind the plate. Still got bases loaded. Landry goes to shag that foul ball. He's got his glove on like he's going to come out and pitch again.
Yep, I'm betting he is.
2-2, the count. Nice curve ball to end this would be nice.
It is a curveball. Nope, fastball.
Fastball outside. 3-2 is the count. Bases loaded. Everybody's going to be moving.
Okay, take a deep breath. Throw a strike, biggin. It's a daddy talking.
That's right. There's nothing like a daddy talking to his kid, no matter where he can hear him or not. Here's the payoff pitch.
Get foul.
Fly ball. Is it going to be foul? It's a foul ball. Andrew Wilkinson once again. A diving attempt, but it's a foul ball. So no run score, nothing happens. Everybody holding their breath there for several minutes, and it looks like Andrew Wilkinson on the dive is down. And here comes Mike Welch, the trainer, across the field. And that looks like there may be some, look like it might be somewhat serious. He did lay out for the catch. I didn't see him hit. From our angle, we can't see him come down, but it's a foul ball. The catch was not made. And Coach Thibodeau is walking out towards Andrew Wilkinson, the senior left-hander and right fielder, who made a diving attempt. We couldn't quite see what it is that happened. But maybe we can send one of our spotters over here in the Dunham crew to ask what happened. They can give us a report. If you could go ask one of the fans over there exactly what happened, we'll be happy to give a report. So he probably did. He probably, in that diving catch, probably just knocked the wind out of him. So Have a little pause in play, pause in the action here to tend to Andrew Wilkinson. Our trainer, Mike Welch, is one of the best in the business. Mike Welch monitors everything from, pulled hamstrings to lightning strikes out here, and has a lightning meter and takes care of the situation. Looks like a round of applause going out now, so Andrew Wilkinson hopefully up on his feet. He's coming back this way. Is he going to remain in the ball game? Can you tell, Andrew, if he's going to come out? It looks like Kenny Morgan is being summoned to take his place in right field. So Andrew Wilkinson is walking back to the dugout and down the sidelines with trainer Mike Welch, so it looks like he's okay. And Kenny Morgan will take his spot in right field. So we appreciate the fact that Wilkinson gave it all right there on that play. He is holding his arm. He's trying to hold it steady, as you can maybe see there as he walks into the let's see if we can take it. It looks like he did hurt his arm. And he gets an ovation here. I want to take just a second to say thanks to Iberia Bank for being one of our field sponsors. Iberia Bank, Ben Marmond, his son is a pitcher tonight for the Dunham Tigers. Ben is a officer at Iberia Bank. We want to say thank you so much for your support. Nick Brooks on the mound for the Dunham Tigers. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded.
This is a tough spot to throw a strike.
Cameron Callahan at the plate. Yeah, it is. It's a pressure situation, no doubt.
The umpire won't let him throw a practice pitch.
He did get to throw a little bit to Foster just then to kind of loosen up the arm somewhat, but no pitches thrown.
Okay, you've thrown a lot of bullpens to be able to do this. Throw a strike, Biggin.
Here we go. Payoff pitch. Move to first, and he's back in time. Almost. That was very close. Almost had him. I don't think the runner was expecting that. Luke Jackson looked like he was on his heels there for a second. Full count. Ball inside, and the runner's going to score. So inside pitch walked him, so the run comes in. It's now 8-2. Well, just when you think you have something going, the tide turns a little bit. Just can't seem to find the handle. And unfortunately, that brings up their leadoff hitter, Russell Gage, with 2 outs. He hasn't got a hit.
All he's done is get walked and get beamed.
His ball high. So he's walked twice and hit twice?
Got walked twice and got beamed once.
Got beamed once, okay.
Kenny Morgan.
Kenny Morgan in right field has a pop-up. Looks like it might be in play. Chase Day, first baseman, is over and did not make the play. So foul ball.
Was it out of play?
It was, I think it was in play. It just was, I guess Day didn't get to it. It's right behind the Wolves dugout. So it's a lot of mess right there in the dugout. So tough play to make for anybody. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Russell Gage. Brooks. Nice curveball for strike 2. Gage thought about it, changed his mind, and that's just a tough pitch to hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Throw it again.
Curveball outside. 2-2. Got 2 outs.
Throw another curveball.
And we just lost power on the field. That is one unusual situation. This has been a long ball game. We're right now at 3 hours almost exactly, and I think the timer on the lights on the field has just gone out. Have caused the lights to go out. So it's going to take a few minutes for those lights to come back on. I'm sure Coach Tibb is going to make his way over to the light switch. And so if it wasn't unusual enough, it just gets – this reminds me of a Super Bowl. I don't remember. There was a Super Bowl that was played at one point where the lights went out, and my goodness. Well, it's 8-2 right now, and we pause because there's really not much we can do on the field right now. So it's an interesting picture. You can see the Dunham School in the background behind the field, the lower school there, and the Mac Center, and the players are taking a knee. But yeah, that'd be a difficult thing to do, is try to play baseball in this. So we're going to pause for a couple of commercial messages. So we'll be right back after this on the Dunham Sports Network.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from the Grand Slam hitter to grandparents. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete.
The names you know and voices you trust. Only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter. Information you can count on. Live. Local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
Well, we're back live. Not that does much good right now, but live at Dunham Field. I'm David Day along with Aaron Brooks and Andrew Alexander. As you see this picture, we're in the dark. The scoreboard's lit up. It's 8-2. The Dunham Tigers trail the Wolves, but we've had I wouldn't say a power failure, but I believe the timer has gone out on the field lights because this game has now surpassed the 3-hour mark. And we never expected to go more than a couple of hours, so the lights on the field now are off. They just automatically shut down with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. And the Tigers trail 8-2 in the top of the 7th inning. So here we are looking at a very dark screen, and here you are paying attention to a very dark screen. It's just going to take some time for those lights to repower. We do have a lot of nice moonlight, though. Beautiful moon out there. I don't know if it's completely full or not, but it sure looks like it. So, Aaron, we've got us a little bit of a challenge here to try to get this game finished.
Well, we got lights are on a timer. We have to call Iowa, and Iowa will flip the switch. So,
Iowa.
Yep, all the way to Iowa.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Like Iowa as in the state of Iowa?
As in the state of Iowa.
So do we have any listeners in Iowa, any viewers in Iowa on the webcast? Anybody in Iowa, can you make a call for us? We'd like to make somebody to make a call. So, Aaron, what about these power rankings? Before the game, we were talking a little bit about the power rankings right now in this district. I mean, in this, are we talking about our district, or are we talking about in the
statewide
in the statewide 2A?
Yeah, Sterlington's
power
number
rankings.
1, Redemptorist number 2, Dunham's number 21, and I believe Episcopal was 20. So
Episcopal's 20. So we've got some powerful teams here, and you're looking at two. Well, you're not looking at two powerful teams. You're looking at looking at a blank screen, really, a little bit of a darkness there. You can kind of see and make out some figures there in the moonlight, and ambient light from the concession stand really is the only light out there. So no telling how long it'll take for this game to continue. I would imagine just a few minutes, but I see Coach Thibodeau heading over to his office, so hopefully the call has been made. I see Thibodeau just walking in the door of his office over by the locker room. So, yeah, this is definitely a first. I've never been a part of anything like this. But recapping the game, it looks like the Tigers and the Wolves were really kind of neck and neck for a while. The Tigers have never had the lead. The Wolves jumped out to a 3-0 lead early in that first inning. And it was 4-2 all the way up until the 7th inning. So Ben Marmon, the pitcher for the Dunham Tigers, went 6 full innings, and then threw a few more pitches to a few more batters, and I believe he loaded up the bases in the seventh inning.
No, he had men on first and second, and then Nick came in. He gave up a hit to center, a walk, a strikeout, a hit to left,
okay,
a walk, a strikeout, and another walk.
So we've got 8-2 now. So walking some runs in, and we've just when you think you got a shot at it, and you just I wouldn't say the wheels have fallen off. It's just that the things start to slip away a little bit for the Tigers, which has been kind of consistent for Dunham a lot of this season. We just do a lot of things really well, do a few things that just hurt us, and we just can't recover. So the Tigers find themselves in a big hole now, and the inning is not over. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes when the lights went out, and I would hate to say it, but I just, I think a lot of people right now are feeling like the lights went out on the Tigers. So I don't know, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe what we need to do is just recalibrate. What do you think?
Well, I just think we need to get this one over and get over there to their place tomorrow.
Yeah. So we meet them up again tomorrow. Dunham and
Chase Day is supposedly going to be on the mound, and we'll face Nunez. Caleb Nunez has historically been their number 2 pitcher.
We've got Episcopal coming up too. The Dunham Tigers have Episcopal coming up as well, but that's next week. Is that correct?
That's correct. We play them, I believe, Wednesday and Thursday next week.
Wednesday and Thursday next week. So more varsity action tomorrow at Redemptorist. But right now, the Tigers are trailing Redemptorist in the top of the 7th inning, 8-2. And it's just one of those things that happen in varsity baseball. Who expected a 7-inning game to go more than 3 hours? But the way that Blake Landry has pitched has been he's done an excellent job of keeping the Dunham hitters off balance. And how many hits does Dunham have in this game so far? If we can go back and count those hits. Really not. I can only count 1 or 2. We've got a few walks, couple of several hit batsmen. I think 2 or 3.
We've got 4 hits so far.
We got 4 hits, and I think 3 hit by pitch. And the Tigers have had base runners every single inning, but just couldn't really bring them around. So only 2 runs to show for it.
He's got 12 strikeouts so far.
That's Landry with 12 strikeouts. 12 strikeouts for Landry. So an excellent game pitched by Landry, and he's got another inning to pitch if we can ever get some lights back on the field. I have no idea what the call would be if we can't get lights back on. Who makes that call, and when do they make it?
Finish it tomorrow.
Is that how that works?
We'll go to Redemptorist and finish the game tomorrow at Redemptorist, and then start the second game.
I got you. So that's what would happen. So unfortunately, we will not be webcasting from Redemptorist tomorrow, right? We'll not be doing an away game webcast, but so you've got what you see is the Tigers kind of mulling around in front of their dugout, waiting for the lights to come back on. You see a little bit of the same thing with the Redemptorist Wolves players, and I'm starting to see a lot of the seats starting to clear in the bleachers and in the stands, which I guess I can't blame them because it's 10 after 9 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's on a school night, and so I'm sure there's a lot of people that just probably just want to go home. Now, if the score were tied, it might be a little bit of a different situation, but 8-2, Dunham Tigers trail the Wolves. So we got to call Iowa and get the lights back on. I just, that's how does that work?
That's an electronic timing company. That way it keeps you from overspending. Lights are expensive.
So it's on a timer just to make sure that you don't go.
Have to call somebody.
There's none of those in Louisiana. Yeah, we don't have any of those in Louisiana. So we'll invite you to be a part of our very interesting evening here. If you want to follow us on Twitter at Dunham Athletics and tweet us, talk to us a little bit, tell us what you think, tell us what's going on, tell us where you're from. We'd love to give you a shout out. Tell us where you're from and where you're viewing from. We have several people just kind of stumble across Dunham Sports Network, DunhamSports.org. And you tell your friends and tell folks and tweet us a little bit, and we'll give you a shout out on the air. I'd like to give a shout out to my dad, who's watching in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Fully a 13-hour drive, but nothing more than pulling it up on the website at Dunham Sports Network. Also a good chance to say thanks to some of our sponsors here. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, a gold-level sponsor on Dunham Sports Network. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Ricardo Rodriguez, out here just about every ball game, and he's he's a surgeon, an orthopedic surgeon, so he's here to make sure that we have a doctor on site, and we appreciate Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Loop Theory Studios, also somebody we really appreciate. They do video production, weddings, and videography, and corporate films. State Farm agent Steve Johnson. Steve Johnson, a good friend and a longtime supporter of Dunham, has a couple of kids who are at the Dunham School and is a big supporter, also has a field sign, so is a field sponsor of Dunham Sports. We appreciate Steve Johnson and all of our State Farm agents that are friends of the Dunham Sports Network. So rather than just try to look into the dark and just try to fill time, we're going to go ahead and take another commercial break, and we'll be back after these messages, and I'm going to go get a sip of water. We'll be back to tell you what the situation is after these messages on the Dunham Sports Network.
The names you know and voices you trust, only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter, information you can count on. Live, local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
The names you know and voices you trust, only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter, information you can count on. Live, local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
The names you know and voices you trust, only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter, information you can count on. Live, local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
The names you know and voices you trust, only on Talk 107.3 FM. Issues that matter, information you can count on. Live, local, committed to Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. WBRP.
At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete in everyone, from those that serve aces to those that serve others. If your doctor prescribes physical therapy, ask for Peak Performance by name, getting you back in the game of life.
And so we've got lights, but not full power just yet, but the lights are back on here at Dunham Field in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Looks like Iowa has come through, and the lights are going to warm up. So the Tigers are back on the field, but still a few minutes to go until those lights are at full power. So it looks like we're going to finish the game tonight. We won't have to go into tomorrow to try to finish this ball game. And if you're just tuning in, well, boy, have you missed something. We've never had this happen before. Dunham Tigers hosting the Redemptorist Wolves. The score in the top of the seventh inning, in varsity baseball we go 7 innings. Top of the seventh inning, the score is 8-2. The Wolves lead the Tigers. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nick Brooks on the mound, and the lights go out. Just like that.
Well, we have 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Let's get a strike and let's go bat.
1-2 is the count, and the lights are on a timer, and we've surpassed the 3-hour mark, and so the timer automatically cut off the lights. So we've had about a 15-20 minute delay here, and we're back in action. So looks like we've got a few challenges here as we get back into action. Looks like the lights are about to be just about full power. So Nick Brooks has taken some warm-up pitches. Family Christian tops Episcopal 4-2 tonight. So Family Christian beats crosstown rival Episcopal 4-2. And that's other district news. That's big.
Well, that helps power ratings, but
yeah. Family Christian, that's not a district game though, is it?
no, they're C level.
Yeah. Right.
Good.
So bases are loaded. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. And weird things have happened at Dunham Field tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This is Russell Gage, the defensive back recruit for LSU, up to bat for Redemptorist Wolves. Nick Brooks on the mound for the Tigers. And looks like the lights are right back up to full power now, so we're just about to get ready to be back underway. David Alello, one of our field sponsors with Assurance Financial, is a great supporter. This is his first year as a field sponsor. We appreciate David Alello. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your home, then David Alello with Assurance Financial in Baton Rouge is somebody that you should talk to and include him in your discussions. Louisiana Lagniappe Restaurant, also right down the street from the Dunham School, and this is their first year to be a supporter. The field sign out there in right field. Louisiana Lagniappe Restaurant, great for a romantic dinner or just a quick bite. But it's an excellent restaurant.
The batter, Russell Gage, the shortstop.
Great Creole cooking. First class. Some of our supporters. So here we go, back underway now. As the umpire dusts off home plate. Alec Dewey walks over to have a word of encouragement to Nick Brooks. And it's 2-2 is the count. Not 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't think we recorded that last one, so it's 2-2 with 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Foul ball down the right field side, first baseline.
Curve ball on the outside corner. He just dove at it, fouled it off. 2-2.
There's a hard shot right at second base, picked up by Ben Marmond, who takes the bounce and throws it to first to retire the side for the inning. So there's the 3rd out that we were looking for. 8-2 the score. Dunham Tigers find themselves deep in a hole. They need 7 runs to win it, 6 to tie it against Redemptorist. So 2 pitches later, Nick Brooks gets him out of the inning. So it looks like we might see a different pitcher here for Redemptorist.
It's like number 10.
Luke Jackson is number 10 for the Wolves. So, the lights going out could have been a very good thing for the Tigers. We'll see. Maybe that was just rally time. Time to recalibrate. Time to reset. Aaron, what do you think?
Well, let's hope. We've got Josh Ellis, Nick Brooks, and Andrew Wilkinson.
So the senior Josh Ellis is going to be the leadoff batter for the Tigers. And you see Coach Matt Smith making his way to coach first base. 133 pitches.
Josh Ellis, Nick Brooks, Andrew Wilkinson.
133 pitches for Landry, with 81 of those being strikes. And only 2 runs scored by the Tigers, so Blake Landry showing his stuff out there on the mound today for Redemptorist. Just his 2nd or 3rd week back from a broken tibia. And he's come over to Dunham and done a good job against the Dunham Tigers. And Ben Marmond pitched an excellent game.
Ben Marmond did pitch an excellent game.
And he did a great job. Did pretty much all you can ask a pitcher to do. Just didn't have a lot of offensive support. But it's not over yet. not over yet. We'll see what happens here. Josh Ellis. It's going to be up to the senior Josh Ellis. Josh had a hip flexor injury earlier in the season, and so he's come back strong, and we hope that he comes back even stronger. Had a double to the wall his last at bat. So
the batter, number 7, left fielder Josh Ellis.
So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning now. Dunham Tigers.
Correct. Landry's moved to first base, and
yeah, somebody's playing for Jackson in right field. Landry's in first now, so Jackson's
Nunez.
pitching. And there's ball 1. Josh Ellis. Now we get a little confusion on your signs here, it looks like.
Okay, the final numbers on Ben Marmon. He pitched 6 innings. He had 6 runs, all of them earned, 7 walks, 3 strikeouts. Gave up 4 hits. Not a bad night's work.
Not a bad night's work for as many innings as he's pitched, and against a pretty good Redemptorist team. And there's ball 2. So Ellis trying to get on base, give his team a chance to get some runs. Dunham down 8-2. It's ball 3, low. It's the right-handed Jackson. 3 straight balls in relief. Nick Brooks on deck for the Tigers. There's a strike. And the count is 3-1. Tigers need base runners. Foul tip.
Josh Ellis takes a healthy swing.
Yes, he does.
Full count here.
Ellis, the leadoff batter. Here's a full count and the payoff pitch.
Outside.
Outside. Walked him.
You know, if we get 6 walks, we can make it interesting.
6 walks would work. Here's Nick Brooks now, the pitcher, who came in relief of Ben Marmond. So Brooks can help himself out a little bit. Ball outside. Ellis gets a lead. There's a strike down the middle. 1-1.
So he was taken there.
Yeah. So we're back in action after about a 15-20 minute delay when the lights went out. Here we are, 1-1 to Brooks. It's popped up. It might be foul. It's foul out of play.
Now here comes curveball.
Josh Ellis walked on 6 pitches, I think it was, and 7 pitches. And Nick Brooks now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. (9:25 p.m.) There's a ground ball, second base. Ellis is going to advance to second or try. He's going to be out at second base. Brooks is safe at first.
He was safe.
He's safe. He called him. Now I guess he came off the bag. So now he's calling him out. I thought I saw him call him out, but I guess Ellis wanted to kind of argue the point, but no point in that. So 1 down. Here's Kenny Morgan batting in place of
your batter now, number 5, Kenny Morgan.
Andrew Wilkinson, who, as you recall, was injured on the play just before the lights went out. 1 ball and now a called strike. So it's 1-1 to Morgan. Brooks takes his lead at first. Low in the dirt for ball 2. Morgan has been clutch this year, gotten hits when he needed to. And there's a chopper over to second base who picks up the ball and throws it to first. for out number 2. Brooks advances to second. That was a weird ball.
Your batter, number 8, John Austin Vollen.
He drove it right straight into the ground, so a high chopper, the second baseman, which brings up now John Austin Vollen back to the top of the order for the Tigers. 2 down. Need a big rally here. Tigers down by 6 runs. There's a called strike. John Austin Vollen hadn't had a hit all game. We could use one here. There's 2 down.
Curveball.
There's a curveball, strike 2. How many times today have we seen 0-2 against the Dunham batter? Quite a few. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, high fly ball, center field. Center fielder is up underneath and makes the catch for out number 3, and that's the ball game. So the Tigers, unfortunately, lose steam toward the end of the game and just can't pull it out and can't come back. So got in a hole early, went down 3-0 in the very top of the inning.
Thank you.
We just top of the first inning.
It was a game where we didn't get timely hits.
Just didn't get the timely hits like you were saying before the game.
We got a pitcher performance, and we played defense.
You don't have to have 12 hits to win the game. We had how many base runners did we have? 12 base runners or something like that? We just couldn't bring any more than 2 runs across. So timely hits, or the lack thereof, is the situation. That's the problem, is timely hits, and we just didn't get them today. And the Wolves seem to be able to get on base and bring their runners around. They got a couple of good timely hits. They did a great job from the mound. I mean, Blake Landry did an excellent job pitching. He kept the Dunham hitters, like I said, kept them off balance through 3 distinct pitches. A fastball to hit his spots, a curveball, and what I would call a slider, or a different brand of a curveball. Kind of breaks a little bit differently, and just a lot for the Dunham Tigers to handle. The guys on the Tiger squad who have the highest batting average just really could not find the handle. Chase Day, John Austin Vollen, they're due, and I think they'll come back with a vengeance tomorrow. I mean,
we
that's
just need to
hope.
come out focused. We won't see a pitching performance like that. We saw their best. We got Chase coming tomorrow. I believe that's the plan, and we'll just have to get out there and we have to go do it. It was a matter of the timely hit. You know, we said at the start of the game, we got to not make base running errors. We only had 1 of those. We got to have a pitcher performance. We got that. And we had to play defense. We got defense.
Yeah.
But we did. We left runners in scoring position in every inning. Every inning we had a man on second base.
Just cannot produce offensively. You can't win games if you can't produce offensively. So that's the story. The Dunham Tigers moved to 4-1 in district play, and the Redemptorist Wolves advanced to 5 wins and no losses in district play. But we'll meet them again tomorrow night on their home turf as the Dunham Tigers take on Redemptorist at Redemptorist tomorrow. But our next webcast will be Thursday, April the 24th versus Episcopal for another district matchup as the Tigers host Episcopal on April the 24th. And hopefully by then we'll have a few more wins under our belt, and then you'll enjoy the game just as much. So for my broadcast partner, Aaron Brooks, and our producer, director, statistician, and all-around great guy, Andrew Alexander, we want to say thank you for joining us on the Dunham Sports Network.